Because you have better things to do than to wait hours in an ER waiting room. PMMC will have you initially seen by a clinical professional in 30 minutes or less. Now, with average wait times online or on your smartphone. And to add peace of mind, our doctors and highly trained staff are backed by a full range of diagnostic capabilities to care for both big and small emergencies. Get faster quality care. PMMC ER Service Pledge with posted average wait times. Learn more at pottstownmemorial.com.
For over 50 years, O'Donnell Weiss & Mattei has helped our clients resolve a wide variety of legal challenges. OWM Law provides legal representation to clients throughout southeastern Pennsylvania. Our attorneys and our highly trained support staff utilize the latest technology and resources available to satisfy the needs of our clients. O'Donnell Weiss & Mattei, delivering the highest level of professional service, conveniently located with offices in Pottstown and Phoenixville.
Tired of the same old pizza shops and restaurants? Come bring the whole family for an experience unlike any other. Where else can the kids sail on one of 2 pirate ships and play with SpongeBob or Elmo in our 6,000 square foot family fun center while enjoying the area's best pizza, pasta, cheesesteaks, hoagies, salads, and much more from our huge menu? We pride ourselves in making everything from scratch and using only the finest ingredients. Book your birthday party or rent our banquet room that seats up to 50 people. Come try the boardwalk, where we bring the beach to Pottstown.
Meet Dan and his dog Bongo. They started their own dog biscuit company, but Dan wanted more. So Dan worked with Fast Signs. They created a plan to attract more customers, get more business, wag more tails. Still, Dan wanted more, and Fast Signs provided more. Fast Signs help with digital displays, mobile marketing, merchandising, fleet graphics, and more. Now Dan has more sales, more locations, more of the good life. And more is exactly what Fast Signs delivers. More than fast, more than signs, more than 530 locations worldwide.
Try not to forget that he's my whole world, not just another kid with a cough.
Explain things in terms I can understand, like I do with my customers.
At our age, we confuse rather easily.
Give me some credit. I'm doing the asthma action plan and rocking a 3.5 GPA.
Patients expect more from their healthcare experience. PMSI gets that. We give you the quality, compassionate healthcare that you expect and deserve. PMSI, for life.
The leaves have fallen. The frost beckons the winter air. Put another log on the fire and stay right there. It's time for the playoffs on PCTV.
From the legendary Poppy Yoder Field in Percy, Pennsylvania, the PCTV Network proudly presents District 1 football playoffs. In Class 4A, it's the Springford Rams versus the Penn Ridge Rams. Hello everyone, I'm Bernie Gallagher, joined by my partner, former Perk Valley coach Scott Furman. The road to Hershey continues, and the winner of this afternoon's game will punch their ticket to the district championship next week. Now for the breakdown, Scott, first let's look at the home team, the Penn Ridge Rams, led by their head coach and former NFL player, Randy Cuthbert. They're 12-1 as this crowd gets fired up, champions of the Suburban 1 Continental Conference, and they're currently ranked number 4 in the state. Scott, you look at this football team, a plethora of talent on that roster, and clearly the engine that drives this train, their 2,000-yard rusher, Mike Class.
Bernie, I'm waiting for this guy to rip his jersey off, have an S on his chest, have a cape on. We're talking about a young man, 2,300 yards, 31 touchdowns this year. That tells you what he does for this football team. He carries this football team. There's no doubt about that. But he has the weapons around him. In Creva, Bigham, he has other weapons around him. I think also they got to control control the line of scrimmage today. I think Pembridge better be successful in that line of scrimmage. And what I mean by that is you play on the side of Springford. And while you do that, that gives class time to look for those holes and those places to run. The other thing is defensive assignments. They better play assignment football. They got a good group of running backs on the other side in Jones, Carter, Lundy. So they've got to play assignment football and be ready to stay home and make sure they're sure tackles. But Bernie, turnovers. We know what that Springford can do with turnovers.
Good point. On the flip side, we look at the visiting team, the Springford Rams, 11-1. Chad Brubaker, their coach, has done a sensational job again, ranked in the top 10 in the state, representing the Pac-10. 1 week ago, Scott, a gigantic upset over undefeated and number 2 state-ranked Ridley, and in that game, a ball-hawking defense created an eye-popping 6 turnovers.
And you talk about turnovers, Bernie, that's true. And lead to points. It's one thing to get turnovers, it's another thing to lead to points, and they've done a great job leading that to points. The other thing I watch as a coach, Bernie, is momentum. When you get turnovers, what does that do momentum-wise to your team? And I'm going to tell you what, they build on that momentum. But the other thing Coach Brubaker's talk about is a complete game. Play 4 quarters. They're going to have to do that today to continue. They have to play a complete game in 4 quarters of football in order to move on to the next level. The other thing is front straight class is what they have to do today. I'm going to tell you this. If I'm the defensive coach, I'm telling every defensive player when class is on the ground, all 11 of you get around him. I want him to think there's 22 Springford players on that field today. But you got to frustrate class, and I think that will lead to success. But, Bernie, we know Springford has to bring a will of a football game today in order to pass this test.
That they do. Fasten your seatbelts for what should be a wild one. We'll be right back with the opening kickoff.
Are you tired of looking at that dark and dingy car you're driving? For over 50 years, Rocket Car Wash, with its expert care and technology, has cleaned thousands of cars. We'll help restore the luster and brilliance of your car with special attention to the fine details often missed elsewhere. We'll also offer hard-to-find accessories for your convenience. Let the folks at Rocket Car Wash give your car new life with a shine that will have it looking just like it came off the showroom floor. Rocket Car Wash, West High Street, Pottstown.
Hi, I'm Patrick Gilbert.
And I'm Mike Henkel. Over the past year, our More to Like philosophy has continued to bring more new Subaru buyers to our doors.
Customers tell us they appreciate we offer more savings, more selection, and more value with every new Subaru we sell.
So if you're in the market for a new Subaru, stop by and get that More to Like feeling too.
Welsh Subaru, Limerick.
Online at welshsubaru.com.
I want a professional heating company with heating and cooling service plans.
A company that considers my needs.
I want the security of price protection plans.
Along with 24-hour emergency service and heating oil delivery.
I want comfort.
I want Ohlert Brothers.
Ohlert Brothers, still family and still local. Ask about our America-friendly and environment-friendly agri-fuels, bioheat, and biodiesel.
When it comes to heating
and the environment,
there's only one choice.
Thanks, Ohlert Brothers.
Captain for the Golden Rams. Number 3, Ben Shine. Number 35, Travis Daywall. 56, Robbie Warner. 99, Matt Goodrich. Captains for the Rams this afternoon, John Dubik, Kenny Crawford, and Kyle Bagel. Honorary captain this afternoon is Junior Mike.
All right, guys, everybody come up with any questions? Everybody's all right? Everybody's okay? All right, what are you doing? Penguins, you won the toss and elected to receive, correct? You guys are going to kick, defending the scoreboard, kicking down, right, guys? Put your backs up there, White. Green down here with me.
Honorary captain today to honor his cousin Matthew.
All right, gentlemen, Green's choice of the first half. Green,
Cousin played for Springford.
Gentlemen, shake hands. Bring out your kicking and receiving teams. Good
Welcome
luck today,
back,
guys.
everyone. Playoff football, Class 4A. In the green, the home team, the Penridge Rams, located in Percy, Pennsylvania. In all white, the Springford Rams out of Royersford. Here with former Perk Valley head coach Scott Furman, our color commentator. I'm Bernie Gallagher, your play-by-play. Scott, it's an elimination game. You win, you move on. You lose, you're done.
And you're right, Bernie. You know what? As a head coach, hey, throw everything out today. Put everything on the table. Don't leave anything in your pockets when you walk off this field. Those trick plays, all that stuff you worked on, lay it on the field today.
So we open with a flea flicker.
Onside kick, you never know.
And the Penridge Band is getting ready for their rendition of the national anthem.
Catilla's Restaurant is located in the beautiful village of Sanatoga, just east of Pottstown. Catilla's Restaurant offers lunch, dinner, and takeout Tuesday through Sunday. Catilla's offers off-premise catering and corporate delivery, as well as our beautiful banquet facilities. The Creekside Lounge is open 6 days a week and features entertainment and good times. Catilla's Restaurant, relaxed dining with a view.
We're back, ready for opening kickoff. A packed house, standing room only, Percy, PA. We want to thank the athletic director of Springford, Mickey McDaniel, and Dave Babb of Penridge, giving us a lot of great information on the kids. And one thing a lot of fans had questions on before, yesterday, as they asked me about the game, former NFL player Randy Cuthbert, head coach of Penridge.
And the man's been around. I mean, he's been at every level of football at the top level, and there's no doubt that he's brought that experience with him here to Penridge, and I'm sure that's led to their success.
And he played for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He was also all ACC, played for Duke, Division I football, and had a storied career at, correct me if I'm wrong, CB West.
Yes, that's correct.
And
yes,
they
under the
had
Mike
one
Penton
of
regime.
the longest win streak in the state, I believe, which was recently tied by Clareton at 59 in a row. Kicking off for the Springford Rams, that'll be number 90. And we are ready to go. David Galati, excellent kicker, only a junior, star off the soccer team. We're underway. Playoff football with light snow flurries at game time, and that's what you like. A touchback right off the bat, Scott. Special teams. Got to like starting on the 20-yard line.
And you know what? Special teams, again, against Perk Valley a couple weeks ago, won that for Springford on those two big kickoff returns. So you're right, Bernie. Special teams is going to play a part of this game here today, I feel.
Springford plays 22 people, 11 on both sides of the ball. 88 McDowell and R.J. Sheldon, the two all-star bookends defensively, 81 and 88, will spell in on offense. And Penridge comes out in a wing T formation, only one wide receiver. Barking signals the big 6'5" signal call. They get lateral motion from the fullback. And there's a fumble on the first snap of the game, and we're going to wait for the call on the field. Ram football, are you kidding me? What a start to a playoff football game.
And this is all about turn. This is just a quarterback-center exchange. That's one thing that should not be happening right now in a district game here. That's a little surprising here. But again, quarterback pulled out the center. Penetration by Springford on the defensive side of the ball made it tough to get that ball back. A great way to start for Springford.
Tate Carter in the eye, behind the all-time leading passer in Springford history, number 11, Hank Coyne Jr. Hand off to Carter, up the gut. He's got daylight. All the way down inside, or Cleo mark it right around the 10-yard line. Coach will look at the replay.
And all it is a straight ahead dive right there. This is Tate Carter finding his lane to get into that open area. Hey, one thing I like what I saw already is Springford's pushing their defensive line back. That's what you want to see to start this football game right now. And that's the big boys up front.
A three-headed monster at running back with 39 Lundy, 1 Carter, and 6 Jones. Jones, a preseason All-State, back from injury, and Lundy deep in the eye, Coyne in the shotgun, and it is second and short, ball marked just outside the 10. Give is to Lundy, the battering ram up the middle, and a stiff resistance by Penridge defense. Take the ball all the way down to about the 8-yard line.
And a first down there. That's what's important, getting a first down here, just trying to keep this momentum going. And Bernie, we talked in the pregame here, hey, score off these turnovers. That's a big thing here coming into a district game like this.
And we'll go with the pro set. Offset eye. Coyne barking signals in the short gun. They're going to play action pass. Coyne looks in the end zone. Fires a dart. It's tipped up in the air, and Springford very fortunate to not have that ball picked.
And a great job of just getting his hands up. Again, coming out here to the side. I think he's looking for R.J. Sheldon in the corner there. Getting his hands right up there, knocking that down. Jeremy Alexander for Penridge, who we need their leading tackler right now. So again, good play by him, or a big play by him.
And conspicuous by his absence, number 6, Jared Jones, star running back for Springford. Second and goal from the 8-yard line. Coyne gonna hand off to Tate Carter up the gut. Breaks one tackle, rumbling and bumbling. Carter all the way down near the goal line, and looks like they're gonna mark it inside the 1.
This is a great job up front here by Meals, Gilmore, Boyer. I like the way this line's getting a push on the Penridge side. One thing with Tate Carter also, he likes to spin. If you're gonna hit him, you better make sure it's a short tackle because he gets that extra yardage off that spin.
Now you got the big guy, 39 Lundy, 1,000-yard rusher in the eye, and they're gonna go shotgun inside the 1, 3rd and goal. Hand off to Lundy. He barrels ahead, and he is in. Touchdown, Springford.
What a great way to start. That is an awesome way to start for them, coming off a turnover. And all this is a straight ahead handoff right here, right into the hole. There we go, Lundy right in there, and that's his game, power. He wants to be the power man. Coach Brubaker uses him well when he gets that short yardage and touchdown.
57, Ian Hare, the long snapper. 3, Ben Shine, the holder, and the talented soccer player, number 90, Galati. The ball is up, and it is good. The Rams are up 7-0 early on, and we're going to take a look, possibly at another angle replay. We are going to stay here. This Coach Furman, break it down.
And as I said, all you got is you got your center up front there, Mills, Gilmore. They're creating a hole. A good block out there, and it's an opening. All you need to do is give Lundy an opening. That's how big, and a great job by Lundy to get to the end zone. He knew where the goal line was. He reached out, and all he had to do was break that play and did a great job of scoring there. I'm very impressed with Springford. As we said, hey, points off turnovers, they're crucial.
Golden Ram marching band getting fired up over there. And they're going to kick off the hash, which reduces the field, something I've always favored.
Yeah, and there's no, one thing, they're keeping class to one side of the field. That's what I think they're thinking about here, is by kicking off, and that's where they went. They kept him to his one side of the field.
And number 25 in a green jersey got about over 2,300 yards rushing, 30 touchdowns. He did not play on Thanksgiving. Penridge had to nail down their league title against Quakertown on Thanksgiving 48 hours ago, and Class suffering concussion, post-concussion syndrome. Doctor made a game-time decision. We will see the record-setting running back.
I'm sure we'll see. And again, we don't want to hear a lot about him today because if we do, it's not good for Springford.
Nice to see Galati here. He missed a lot of Friday night games because of soccer games, but they've got him on this important playoff game. And it's a short kick, but there's an early whistle. Looks like Springford will be called for offside.
That's the excitement of your team. They're all jacked up.
And again, as I mentioned in the opening, in the team in green, Penridge competes in the Suburban 1 Continental. They're used to the warm waters of 4A football.
Yes, they are. And again, that's the one thing, you're right, Bernie. When we look at the Pac-10, people say it's a AAA league, but yet you're right. Penridge has been battle tested. They've been through that schedule with the West, the East and all those teams, so they're prepared.
I thought it hurt Pottsgrove a week ago. Westchester Henderson played all 4A teams all year, and they defeated Pottsgrove, ended their unbeaten season. What a season it was, however. Pac-10 champions 2012, the Pottsgrove Falcons. And Westchester Henderson, by the way, was eliminated by Interborough High School last night.
That's a great AAA game.
Galati's going to tee it up again from the 35. Nice kick to talented, record-setting running back Mike Class up the middle. He darts to the right side, and a nice special teams tackle out around the 30-yard line. Looked like it was number 32, Jake Leahy, and there's that name again, Jake Leahy, all year on special teams.
Teams coming, and he's one of those players that Coach Brubaker loves. He's your special team kid that's getting down there. He's selling it out, and that's what you want from a special team player. To sell it out every time you get on that field.
And of course, the number 5, the quarterback for Penridge, 6'5", 195 senior, Alex Krivda. And he's going to be up under center. This is a classic wing T formation, double wing, one wide receiver with the big fullback right behind his quarterback. Motion across, here comes Clatt. 2,000-yard rusher, he cuts on a dime, positive yardage, gain of about 6 or 7 on first down.
And here it comes, folks, a speed sweep. That's all this is. Crawford's leading up the hole. Class is right behind him. It's a speed sweep. And speed sweeps are meant to give them the ball in the run. Don't break their stride. Keep them moving after you touch that football. Great find there by Class, too. He found a nice hole, took the opening, and took the yardage.
2nd and 3. Penridge with the ball on their own 38-yard line. Krivna with a long count. They're going to hand inside to the bruising fullback, and he barrels ahead. And Scott, you and I talked about him before the game. Mackenzie Crawford, 6'2", 225.
I just like seeing him on the field, Bernie. Looking at him on down the field. He's a football player. He's one of those guys that he's going to bring that lunch pail, and he's going to be ready to play. One thing I want you to notice, they're running from McDowell. That's what I'm going to look at. Are they going to run at him or run away from him? They're going away from McDowell right now.
Tight end and wing to the left, wide receiver split to the right. Number 3, Micah Stutzman. They're going to go up the gut again. Crawford, and he is a low to bring down. That'll be 2nd and about 5. Get a pretty good spot on there. And can't say enough about Coach Chad Brubaker. He's been in the warm waters. We talked about warm waters. He made it to the Eastern Final as offensive coordinator for Wilson Westlawn. This big stage, nothing new to him.
You're exactly right. He's been there, and I'm sure he's expressed that to his team all week, what it's like to be here.
They're going to trade the tight end. And they got essentially a heavy, semi-heavy formation with the tight end wing and wide receiver to the left. And Class negated. Nice tackle in there by number 23 for Springford, Kyle Hoffner. There's that name again, Hoffner, one of your alpha males on defense.
And Hoffner made a great play there. He never left Class get started. Hey, wrap his feet up. He can't go anywhere if his feet and legs are wrapped up. Hoffner, I'm going to comment you. You did a great job there. Hold him up. Let your team get there to help you assist on the tackle.
As the game moves on, we'll talk about some of these unsung heroes for the Springford Rams and the Penridge Rams. Big play here, 3rd and 4.5. They're going to go counter action inside, going nowhere. The handoff was to number 45, Kyle Bigham. Pretty good running back in his own right. Let's take a look at the great play by the Springford D.
And they're trying to come back with a counter. They thought they had him flown. They came back, Bingham coming back with a counter. Great job there by Springford staying home. And we talk about assignment football all the time. Great job by Springford staying home, play your position. Don't get out of position. Give them big holes. Great job. And like I said, nice job holding them there.
And back to punt for the Penridge Rams. Alex Dubik, number 9. Deep is number 1, Tate Carter, lone punt returner for the Rams of Springford. A nice wobbling punt. Carter's going to let it bounce at the 9-yard line, and that's going to be difficult field position to start the drive. We're going to take a break. 5:56 remaining in the first quarter.
you've been injured at work, if you've been injured in a car accident, if you're having problems with your neck, your low back, you're having migraine headaches, if you're suffering, you need to see us first. We can help.
On first down, number 39 for Springford, Yusef Lundy, shaking and bake. Big guy showing some busted a move there.
And, you know, other than showing his power, you're right. He's the ability to hit and spin. And like I said, the Springford running backs, Coach Brubaker, they must drill this into the running backs because that's what they do well, that hit and spin. And right now, Bernie, just get out of your end. They just want to get some room here to breathe a little bit.
And Springford Ram fans have to be a little puzzled. One of the top running backs in the state, number 6, Jared Jones, has not played yet. Hand off to Carter, up the gut. Carter with a nice move, darts out to the 16-yard line. Scott, now we were not in. We'll take a look at the replay.
Here you go, and you got Lundy leading you up in that hole there. I'm telling you what, they're opening gaping holes here for these running backs. I'm so impressed with the way they're getting off the ball and the holes they're opening up for the running backs, Lundy and Carter. And you're right, where's Jones?
Jones had a broken wrist, missed 5 weeks, and has been on fire ever since coming back from the injury. You know what, Scott, they don't lose much with Carter in there. They'll give you that thunder and lightning with Carter and Lundy. Big play here, 3rd and 2. Hand off to Carter off the right side. He is met by a host of Penridge tacklers, but it looks like he got enough for the first down. And they will move the chains.
I'm impressed with the line up front. O'Daniels, like I said, Meals, Dorsey, Boyer, Gilmore. Give these tough guys up front all the credit in the world. They've done a great job all year opening up holes for these running backs. And that's all you hear about the running backs, but it's nice to see these linemen get some of that recognition also.
Yeah, they got some beef. They're not gigantic, but they're consistently solid, 230, 240, 250. Lundy and Carter in the backfield. Coyne's going to go play action, and he is sacked. Nice play in there by the Penridge defense. Number 9, John Dubik.
And Dubik gets off the block here. He just gets by the running back. But again, that's the great job of, I said earlier, they got to stay in their lanes. If they give Coyne time to step up and pick them apart offensively, here we are looking from the end zone. Again, just getting beat by a block there. Enough to stop him that he cannot set his feet, look down the field, and throw the football. Great penetration by Penridge.
2nd down and 16 for the Rams. Ball on the Springford 13. Motion across the formation. They're going to go up the gut again with Carter showing a surprising burst of power. Gain of about 5 on 2nd down. That'll set up 3rd and about 10.
I'm so impressed with Carter. He's one of those guys that go inside, outside. And as you said, he's an athlete. You can't say running back. I actually think he'll be your next quarterback if anything happens to Coyne. I just think he's that productive when he gets on the offensive side of the ball.
Had a nice conversation with Andrew Scanlon a couple days ago. He sends his best to the Springford Rams, making us Pac-10 proud at Northwestern University. He's redshirting as a freshman off last year's championship Ram team. Coyne fires a dart to the right side, intercepted. Number 4 for Penridge, Matt Pasquale, and he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Penridge.
Great. Coyne gets back here. I think he doesn't see Pasquale underneath. He does a nice job. He's trying to throw the out. Pascal did a great job. He passed his receiver off to his D-back, and then he just sat there and read the eyes of Coyne.
That was big, and they're an extra point away from tying this baby up.
Yeah, and like I said, Coyne gets back here. He has time to throw this football. I just don't think, and I said, Pascal, he passed his receiver off to the D-back. It was a great job by him defensively, and then just read the eyes.
The kick is blocked, and it's off the upright. The kicker, Joe Unanks from Penridge, it's no good, so Springford, despite giving up the 6, is still on top by a score of 7-6. 3 and change remaining in quarter number 1.
Hey, and Bernie, let's look at last week. Points matter here. We know that. We look at last week. Penridge gets here because of a missed extra point. So we talk about the points and the inches that matter in this game right now. That's that could be a point that comes back to haunt you.
We have seen that all year, the problems with point after touchdowns.
I think, Bernie, we're seeing more and more football coaches ask soccer players to kick because it's harder to find some of those kickers on their team.
Yep, and the winner of this game, by the way, will play Coatesville, who handily won last night. I believe they scored 50 or 60 points
63
last night.
points last night.
Coatesville with a Division I quarterback looking like a pretty good football team right now. And that being the district championship will be at a neutral site.
It has to be
Have you heard any possibly Coatesville? No, you can't be.
No,
Coatesville.
can't be Coatesville.
All right, so you would think Plymouth Whitemarsh.
Marsh, Westchester University,
Westchester
maybe.
University, that would be nice. I see out in Pittsburgh they get to play some of the district title game. Heinz Field, the home of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Wouldn't it be sweet to play it down at the link? That'd get the kids fired up.
Maybe it'd help them Eagles out a little bit.
Kicking off the hash mark for Penridge, number 23, Joe Mascai. And boy, that is on near horse collar, but that is a legal hit. And Springford will have starting field position on their own 24-yard line.
Got to do a better job of them kickoffs, holding the return team coming down that field there, just trying to hold them up a little bit. Great job of coverage, though, getting down the field.
The Springford coaching staff, so talented. He's surrounded himself with a lot of good football minds. Chad Strickler, Jim Mick Jr., Steve Shine, Bobby Swire, Steve Ansbach, Alex Fegley, Dale Bergman, Jared Hostetler, DJ Fox, Jamie Cutanio, Sean Smith, and Eric Hill. That's a Pottsgrove name there. And there's a little confusion on the field for the Rams. Carter will split to the right, still no Jones on the field. Carter in motion across the formation, and Coach Brubaker is livid. He's going to burn a timeout. And we're going to take a break as well with the Rams on top, 7-6.
Just down the street, there's a hardware store with great tools, products,
and expert advice.
We've got everything you need because we know the community
and we know our customers.
So next time you have a home improvement project,
drop by
your local True Value hardware store. True Value.
Start right.
Start here.
Your True Value expert is A.D. Moyer in Gilbertsville and Pottstown. On the web at admoyer.com.
We're back, and on first down, the Springford Rams come out with an atypical, call it a semi-trick formation. Trips to the right, Carter in motion. One back, Lundy. They're going to give to Lundy off the left side. Lundy skirts that left edge, stops, starts back, gets a little extra yardage, gain of 6 on first down.
I'm going to give Gilmore credit here. Number 68, watch your left tackle. He does a great job in helping getting this perimeter for Lundy. That is an awesome job there. He's stringing it out, and that allows Lundy to get outside. And good eyes by Lundy. You know, that power running back, you want to run in, but he saw the opening outside, so he took the cut and got the yardage.
2nd and 5 for the Rams. Ranked in the top 10 in the state, Class 4A. They come in with a record of 11-1. Pac-10 champions of 1 year ago. Scanlon and Branch and the boys are gone, and this tradition certainly has lived on. Springford's lost one game all year to Pac-10. Turnover, ball's on the ground, ball still squirting around, and Penridge comes up with the loose pigskin. Another turnover. 3 turnovers were still in the first quarter.
And all this is Jeremy Alexander for Penridge. He gets in the backfield. He makes an awesome hit right from the start. Lundy didn't even have a chance. By the time he touched that ball, Alexander was on him, on top of him, and forced the ball outside. You know, that's all right, though. We're going to tell Springford right now, hey, your backs are against the wall here. Let's come up with a big stop. You can help get the momentum. And there it is again. Here we go. Alexander's in the backfield. Right there, like I said, before he even got the ball, it was a great read. They like to blitz up the middle. Penridge likes to bring pressure up the middle.
And again, Coach Randy Cuthbert, 3-time All-ACC running back for Duke University, 1,000-yard rusher and played for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he's got this team fired up. They've got motion across the formation. The 2,000-yard rusher, Class, gets to give off the left side. Class darts back there, ripping and stripping. Class not going down easily. And 7 white shirts bring him down, led by Shine and Carter and McDowell.
And as I said, they're testing R.J. Sheldon here today. They're going at him. They're going away from McDowell. But great job by Sheldon. He's keeping his ground. He strung that play out there. And Bernie, one thing I talked about, make sure that you get 11 white jerseys around Class. You want him to know that we're going to be here every play, that we're going to be after you. There is some laundry on the field. It looks like a sideline warning against the Springford Rams. More about Coach Cuthbert. He is a math teacher at the high school. Teaches AP statistics, pre-calc, and pre-calc with trig. I think that's math, right? Yes. Yeah.
And his favorite bands, Jimmy Buffett, Coldplay, AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, little old school tape.
And I like he likes Call of Duty. You talk about a release for a coach. Get to go home and play a little Call of Duty. That gets some of that pressure off of your stressful day as coaching. And some of his stars that will receive all league and all area recognition, obviously, Mike Clash, John Dubik, and Kyle Bigham. He's got a host of players playing in college as well. 2nd and 7 for the Rams of Penn Ridge. Play action pass, bootleg. He looks to the right, and what a catch by the fullback, Mackenzie Crawford, the big guy, and a nice pass by the 6'5 quarterback, Alex Krivda. All this is waggle right. That's all it is. Your both guards are out in front of you. I think it's one of the greatest plays that you can run at waggle. And you're right, Crawford, what an unbelievable play. You cannot ask for your Springford defender to be in any better position. He was right there. It was just a heck of a grab by Crawford, but that's that, and they're going to try to run that waggle. They're going to try to suck some of their defensive ends inside. They're going to go with a kind of a heavy formation, no wide receivers, double tight, one wing, and they're going to go play action out of that run formation. Ball in the right, nice catch. Number 9, John Dubik, again, only in the first quarter, and you can see why Dubik is so well respected. That's exactly, and you know one thing here, they're giving him time here. They're giving him some time to find Dubik out in the flats there. Great coverage by Shine. I'm telling you what, I like Shine as a defensive back. I think he does a great job. He's the quarterback for the secondary for Springford, and he does an awesome job. His father on the coaching staff for Coach Brubaker, Steve Shine, former head coach for a long time at Upper Merion. Shine is very active, number 3, as a defensive back. Barking signals. To the left, they go with the big guy again, Crawford, and he's rumbling and bumbling all the way down. It'll be 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. And all they're running a power. All they're doing is running a power in there. It looks like. Yeah, you're asking Class to block for the fullback. Awesome job by blocking by Class. I'm telling you what, the other part I'm impressed with McDowell. McDowell was on the left side of that field. He made it over to the right side to make that tackle. That tells you the type of player that young man is. Yeah, McDowell almost certainly will get all-state recognition. Number 88 in a white shirt, 6'5", 230, and runs like a halfback. Z-Mac, as I like to call him. Again, Crawford off the left side. He barrels ahead for a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1. And the assistant coaches for Penridge doing a sensational job as well. Bob Rosenberger, Derek Kunkel, Phil Sams, Jay Jones, Chuck Berge, and Colin Cronmiller. One thing I say here, Bern, if you look, they put McDowell now on the other side of the ball. They've taken him from his left defensive end. They placed him at the right defensive end because Penridge been favoring their left side offensively. And pick your poison, R.J. Sheldon or Zamir McDowell. 2 of the best ends in the league. How about the state? 2nd and goal from the 1. Springford in their goal line D, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. With the score, Springford 7, Penridge 6.
And here you go. It is Ram Square. The Rams of Penn Ridge. There you can see green and white against the Rams of Springford. Two of the top Class 4A teams in the state. And that offensive line for Penn Ridge, their tackles, Shane Kranick and Shane Galloway. Add in those guards, Tyler Kyle, Corey Blazer in the center. All his calls predicated by Mike Salazzo. Does a nice job in there.
And I'm going to say right now, come on, Romano, come on, Varner, let's go. Let's step up here for Springfield. We need their defensive line again to get some penetration.
And the crowd knows what's at stake. You win, you move on. In fact, 4 wins will get you state title. They're going to give it to the big guy Crawford, and he waltzes in for the easy touchdown. And the right side of that aforementioned offensive line caved it in, just caved in.
And this is just 83 belly. That's all you would call this out of a wing T. Class leads him up, but again, great job by the fullback. He found that outside area and just took it to. I'm impressed with Crawford. Here we go from the end zone again. You have Class on the right, 25, leading you up into the hole. Crawford, great job. Nobody on the outside. The defensive backs for Springford, stay home. Don't get sucked inside. Here it is. And Crawford, again, he's their workhorse right now. Penetration by Springford, but he just missed the tackle.
And they're going to go for 2 with a trick formation. You've got quad receivers to the right, including Class. Third man in from the right, number 25. They're going to roll to the right. Straight up pass, looking for the 2-point conversion to no avail. Good coverage out there by Springford.
And I like the pressure McDowell put on Creve. Oh, man, he was in his face. He didn't have time to set to throw that ball. Great pressure by Springford.
Coach Furman, Z-Mac as I call him, we saw him a 4-year starter in basketball, 88 for Springford. Zamir McDowell getting a heavy Division I interest at 6'5", 230 with that athleticism.
And there's no doubt he should. He's deserving of this. I'm very impressed. After I watched this Perk Valley game, I was down on the field. I was very impressed the way he got after the ball, and I actually think he played that game injured with his arm or shoulder. He would not come off the field, and that tells you what type of gutsy football player he is. And watch this here, McDowell again. This is one thing I do like doing. McDowell's letting him know, hey, I'm here. Don't think I'm not here. And McDowell, again, good pressure, getting upfield, trying to contain. Bang, there's the hit. You know, Creeley, he felt that one. You know he remembers the 88's coming back.
Joe Mascai, number 23, will kick off for the Rams of Penn Ridge. And geographically, we're in a town called Percy, home of Jamie Moyer, former pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. And we're about 10 minutes south of Quakertown, right next to Sellersville. Down the line a little. We have light snow flurries and a very short kick. And what a cerebral play by number 7, Gary Hopkins. Talented wide receiver, calls a fair catch on a kickoff.
And you know what? That's teaching your players. That's coaching your players and telling them the situations of what you need to do. And you're right, Hopkins, my hat's off to you on that. That was a smart play. Don't try to get it and run with it. Just field it and give your offensive chance here.
Well, here comes that starting lineup defensively for Penn Ridge. Micah Stutzman, John Kim, Peter Samadius, Jeremy Zander, Kenny Crawford, Bigham, Pasquale, Dubik, Graff, Keogh, and Supp. And here comes the snow. Scott, playoffs and snow and football.
This is football
Are you
weather,
kidding
Bernie.
me? I'm
I'm
in heaven right now. And Coyne fires it in traffic. What a catch by McDowell. Gain of 9 on first down.
I'm impressed with Coyne there. Way to deliver that ball. And he was going to take that hit. This is a sprint right. He's, again, a little fake, sprinting out to his right. Coyne, great job of looking down the field. He knew he was going to take that hit. Hey, a great throw into McDowell there also. He put it where the ball needed to be. McDowell, great job of catching that ball and holding on to it.
Second and short as the snow flurries begin to increase a little bit on this historic field known as Poppy Yoder Field, named after legendary teacher and coach of 35 years, Poppy Yoder, Penn Ridge High School. And Chad Brubaker, again, not happy. They're going to have to burn a timeout. We're going to take a break as well. 11:09 till halftime. Penn Ridge on top, 12-7.
I want a professional heating company with heating and cooling service plans.
A company that considers my needs.
I want the security of price protection plans.
Along with 24-hour emergency service and heating oil delivery.
I want comfort.
I want Ollard Brothers.
Ollard Brothers, still family and still local. Ask about our America-friendly and environment-friendly agri-fuels, bioheat, and biodiesel.
When it comes to heating
and the environment,
there's only one choice.
Thanks, Ollard Brothers.
11:09 till halftime. Rams with the ball on second and short. School's all-time leading passer, number 11, Hank Coyne Jr. in the shotgun. This year he broke Trevor Sassek's record. They're going to go up top. They're taking a shot down the field for Hopkins. He's got it. Turning and burning up the right sideline. He is gone. Touchdown, spring forward. Oh, baby.
All the time in the world here for him to throw this ball. Great protection up front. And I see Penridge players diving. They gave him more time to throw the football. Great concentration by Hopkins. That ball, he turned the defender around. But again, great concentration and get into the end zone with that ball. I'm very impressed with the time that Coyne had to throw that football. And all this Coyne dropping back, good composure. And you know what? Compliment here to Coach Brubaker having confidence in his quarterback and letting him come back and try and throw that one.
The kick is up by Galati, and it's good. 14-12, Rams back on top.
And here we are at ground level watching this. Grant just took his time. He knew that was his man all the way. There was no doubt that's where he's going. John Kim for Penridge, he looks like he got turned around for some reason, trying to go back for the ball. But again, great concentration by Hopkins there and taking it in.
And that offensive line, Mike Gilmore, Zach Dorsey, Montana O'Daniel, Josh Boyer, and Justin Meals doing a great job. And of course, the mix of tight ends of McDowell and Sheldon.
And as I said, he had time to throw that football. That was the most impressive part there. I got to tell you, Penridge, if he gets that type of time today, you're in trouble because Coyne will pick you apart. We know what type of quarterback Hank Coyne is right in this Pac-10.
Back deep to return the kickoff, number 10, John Kim, number 25, Mike Class. Mike Class, again, not someone you want to kick the football to.
Keep it away from him. And you know what? And like I said, Bernie, they kicked it the last time. It almost went out of bounds.
Yeah,
but hey, that's okay. That's all right. Don't be afraid to let it go out of bounds.
I would find it hard to believe you're going to kick the ball to a guy who has 2,400 yards rushing, 30 touchdowns. So number 10 would be your target. And the ball comes off the tee. So Springford showing some resiliency and bouncing back. And again, the winner of this game will play Coatesville at a neutral site. Possible site like Plymouth Whitemarsh.
I got to tell you, when I look at this field, it reminds me of the old O&J. When they're right on top of you, the fans are standing right there. They can hear you and see you.
Absolutely. There's no drainage system. This is old school dirt. It's the middle school. They built a new turf field at the high school that all other sports use, except Coach Cuthbert likes to play in the dirt and the mud, and they're going to kick it right to one of the top players in the state, Class, up the right sideline. And again, you kick it to him, and he's going to make you pay. Class all the way out near midfield. Coach Furman, the utmost respect for Coach Brubaker, but one would question, why kick the football to one of the top players in the state?
And you're right, Bernie. I would squiv that ball, or like I said, kick it out of bounds. Just do not let him touch the ball. That's why they don't want. And you saw what just happened there. He almost took that the whole distance.
Well, they'll start on their own 41, and they were one tackle away from going to the house. The squib kick also byproduct. You get some turnovers on the squib. They're going to run that wing T again, double wing, single back Crawford in the backfield. Springford showing blitz, a little bit of stemming, lateral movement, and they're going to give it to Class. What a play in the backfield. Number 56 for Springford, Robbie Varner.
Great job by, and all this is a sweep, a buck sweep here. And what they do, the guards, Varner did a great job. He just got on the hip pocket of the guard and just followed him. That's a great penetration by Varner. They're great read by him to get back in the backfield. And I said, you got to stop Class before he gets started. If you let him get started, you're in trouble.
And there's a triangle in the paint in the center of that Springford defense with Mason Romano, Robbie Varner, and Ian Hare. 2nd and 13, they're going to go up top. He drops, fires it up the right side. Ball tipped away beautifully. What a defensive play by number 35, Travis Daywall.
Great job by Travis, but he left the receiver get behind him. If Class gets this ball, he could be taking it to the end zone, but a good job reaching up, knocking it down. Nice job there. And they had somebody over top him also, so they probably would have had somebody there to get to him.
3rd and 13 for the Rams of Penridge, champions of the Suburban One Continental Conference. He drops, he looks, and he's sacked, and the ball's loose. Springford may have recovered. We're going to wait for the call on the field. No. Penridge comes up with it.
This is great penetration by Romano there. He just gets off his block. And look at it, he's on top of this. Great job. And then he strips the ball. That's awesome. That's exactly what you want. That was textbook's defensive line play right there.
Boy, every time I mention someone's name, they make a big play.
Keep it up, Bernie.
I said Hopkins, and he goes 80. I mentioned Romano. Of course, he's been doing that all year with the all-important sack. And now punting for Penridge, number 9, John Dubick, and the dangerous Tate Carter, number 1, deep for Springford. And we got some movement inside. It appears that it will be against Penridge.
Dead ball. Ball start. Offense. Still 4th down.
So they'll repunt it. 4th down, and
you know, one interesting thing there, Bernie, the punter went ahead and punted the ball anyways, but he tried to drill it, a lone line drive. You got to be careful. You're going to give Carter time to pick that ball up, and he's going to find his opening area.
Coach Brubaker pacing the sidelines over there. Coach Brubaker, a product of Cocalico High School, played football at Millersville, and an American Lit English teacher at Springford High School. Dubick with the kick. It's near block. Carter lets it bounce. And it's going to get a Penridge roll. Very favorable roll for the Rams of Penridge. We're going to take a break. 9-12 till halftime.
Zimmer's Pets, 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 Zimmer's Pets.
Shop!
Tate Carter, a vapor trail up the left sideline. Coyne with a little swing pass to number 1, Tate Carter, and he's turning and burning up that left sideline.
Great job here, and I'm going to pick Hopkins out, number 7. Just caught that touchdown pass. Watch this. All this is just a quick flare pass out to him. Hopkins does a great job downfield blocking, and this is what frees Tate Carter right there. That block right there on Kim. Look at that. That got him an extra 10 yards. Hopkins, nice job downfield blocking.
Coyne again in the shotgun. Carter and Lundy in the backfield with him on 1st and 10. Rams on the Penridge 47. They're going to run, give to Carter off the right side, and he bowls ahead for a gain of about 2. We are getting an injury update. It appears that J squared, as I call him, Jared Jones, out with a shoulder injury.
Yeah, they said a little bit banged up on the shoulders, what they said. They may have to use him sparingly today, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see him. We know what type of player he is. He's played through injuries, so don't be surprised to see him if it comes crucial time that they get him on the field. But as you said, Bernie, 2 backs in Tate Carter and Joseph Lundy, 2 capable backs of carrying the rest of the load the rest of the day for him.
Yeah, the combined between Jones and Lundy was 2,400 yards, 9 yards a pop, 31 touchdowns. Not shabby. Again, barking signals in the shotgun, Hank Coyne Jr. They're going to give inside to Lundy, and he's slammed down. Nice hit in there by number 86, Jeremy Zander. Zander gets a vote for one of the coolest names. His last name begins with an X. So, you know, you got Z-Mac, you got J squared, you got Xander.
And Xander leads Penridge in tackles with 73. He's the leading tackler on that team there. And I think, you know, he's one of those guys that are all over the field.
And you see a fair amount of two-way players for Penridge. Let's see if that factors in the fourth quarter, Coach. Springford going primarily with 22 players, 11 on O, 11 on D, with the exception of Sheldon and McDowell, who spell on offense. Lundy stops, cuts back, spins. On third down, he will not get the first down. Rams will be forced to punt from the Penridge 42-yard line.
It looked like an opening. There was a hole there. And one thing you're seeing Springford, they're going double tight, which is spreading the front out of front for Penridge. It's making some natural open holes for them.
R.J. Sheldon, number 81, will punt for Springford, one of the top punters in the Pac-10. Deep to return for Penridge, number 45, Kyle Bigham. Now we saw, again, a solo punt returner. We saw Springford lose valuable yardage on punts that are not being fielded. Prime fake punt territory. They're going to go with Sheldon. With a nice spiral up the right side, a coffin corner kick, and an unfavorable bounce for the Rams. Good effort there by number 8, Joe Sink. We're going to take a break with 5:18 till halftime. Rams up 2. Springford Rams up 2.
Mishak Physical Therapy and Associates has a state-of-the-art, warm water, chemical-free aquatic therapy pool to decrease your pain and improve your function. Our pool uses an ionizing system with no chlorine, bromine, or other substances that may irritate the skin. Studies show that aquatic therapy can decrease pain faster, increase cardiovascular stamina, and improve muscle strength and flexibility. Mishak combines hands-on treatment with aquatic therapy to give you the best opportunity to recover. We serve patients of all ages with flexible hours and individual programs. Mishak Physical Therapy. We are here to serve you.
We're back, and Penridge fans had their hearts skip a beat as the ball's on the ground again.
It was a simple toss to Class. He was looking for where he was running before he actually took the ball, and they're lucky that was not a turnover right there. They're very lucky. But just a drop ball by Class.
You can see what is a church near the South Middle School, the high school located about a couple miles up the road with their brand new turf field, but they like old school mud and grass football here at Penridge, and they're going to run quarterback draw, dancing up the middle. Nice play by number 5, Alex Krivda. You know, at 6'5", quarterback, you're going to get the attention of some college scouts as well.
No doubt about it. Well, Joe Sasic, look who was from Springford a couple years ago. That brought the colleges to look at him.
Sasic was all of 6'7", playing Division I football at Delaware. And as I mentioned earlier, the son of Hank Coyne Sr., Owen J. Roberts, assistant coach and also former head coach at Phoenixville, his son Hank Coyne Jr. We've watched him for 3 years now, about 5,000 yards, 50, 60 touchdowns, moving up all-time area charts, broke all the Springford High School passing records. And speaking of passing, Krivda going to go up top, rifles it to the left side, and overshoots his receiver. He had an opening there. Micah Stutzman, number 3, was momentarily open.
And Michael Lovere-Smith, nice job, though, getting underneath the pattern. He wanted to throw that out over there to try to complete that one, but again, it was great coverage underneath, forcing him to throw it a little further than he needed to.
Joe Bush, number 2 for Springford, also a very athletic shutdown, a lockdown corner. And we're going to have a punt again, number 9 for Penridge. Dubik will punt to Carter. And that not a real cerebral play by the Rams there. It's not like pro football where you can jump back onside. You violate the neutral zone and it's offside.
And they tried that. They were doing it earlier, which made Penridge jump there, but you don't want to get too overexcited trying to make them jump. As you said, that goes against you, which that one right there did.
Better to do it on 4th and 10 than 4th and 4.
That's fair.
Otherwise, you might be talking to a guy named Chad on the sideline.
I guarantee you'd be talking to him. I don't think there'd be any doubt about that.
I don't think there's any question in Ram Nation about who wears the pants in the Springford football program. Chad Brubaker has high standards and holds his men and his players to the highest of standards both on and off the field. 4th and 4, Penridge going to punt. A wobbling punt to the side, not going to be positive yardage. Bounces out around the 50. Rams will have good field position when we come back. 4:38 till halftime. On first down, John Dubik, number 9. He's the omnipresent John Dubik. Is there anything this kid doesn't do? He brings the Gatorade out at halftime probably also. He just knocked down a pass attempt, and they had that screen set up.
You're exactly right, Bert. That screen was set up there. If Dubik did not get his hand up to knock that down, it could have been a big play for Springford.
2nd and 10 for the Rams. You've got double tight ends. You have a heavy formation. Springford going heavy with McDowell playing the wing right next to his buddy Sheldon. Got to believe they're going to run off that right side, and they do. Lundy cuts back, but an aggressive Penridge defense, and leading the charge, number 45, Kyle Bigham.
And this play was meant to go right all the way, and you called it, Bernie. The formation was set up that way, but Lundy just felt it wasn't there and made the cutback. Great form tackle here by Kyle Bingham. This is what you talk about form tackling. Wrap the arms, drive your feet, pick up, and drive them back.
So many unsung heroes for this Springford team. Jack Haney, Jake Leahy, Cody Davis, Andy Cutter, Jared Shoemaker, Joe Sink, and Andy Luber-Smith. Big play here. Carter and Hopkins split to the right, Coyne in the shotgun, barking signals. They're calling for movement. There will be no call. Coyne rolls to his right, looks downfield, fires a dart, complete! What a catch by Carter!
Unbelievable catch by Carter. That was a great, he went up for that one and brought it down. And oh, this is a sprint right. Coyne sprinting out right here, has time. And this had to be thrown to a good spot or it was going to be deflected or picked off. Underneath, great job by Carter. Great job to go up for that ball. And hey, catch it first. Don't worry about running. Just catch the ball, get the first down. Crucial first down right there.
1st and 10, Rams on the Penridge 35-yard line. Coyne again in the shotgun. Handoff inside to Lundy. He loses his footing. You think someday they'll change that rule? He can get up? Wouldn't that be nice?
I'm surprised I didn't hear the whistle. I thought we were going to let him get up and run a little bit. Yeah, that's right. Going and we saw a professional team that maybe got him over a little zealous throwing the red flag to question a play like that.
We saw that on Thanksgiving Day football. We also saw old-time Pac-10 nemesis Dan Connors playing middle linebacker for the Dallas Cowboys of all teams. He looked better in green and white. I think we need a new middle linebacker. All right, 2nd and 10. Coyne going to give inside to Lundy. Gaping hole. Yusef Lundy still going. Rumbling and bubbling all the way down inside the 10. All the way to the 5-yard line. Yusef Lundy in Ram Nation.
And this is just power running on Lundy. You're Bernie, you're hitting. Look at this. He found the hole and he exploded. Great jump there over a defender. And watch this. One person, 2 people. It's taken 3 to bring him down. He's not just coming down with one person tackle.
Yeah, that's the character that this team showed me in opening night against a very good Whitehall team. This team was down. They came back and won that game 31-20. That's the kind of character Coach Brubaker instills both on and off the field. Now let's see if they can convert a prime red zone opportunity. 1st and goal from the 5. Lundy again off the right side. He spins down to about the 3-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Nice job on that right side of the line there also. I mean, we're looking at Dorsey and Boyer. They're doing a great job. They're giving him some room. They're getting a push. And that's all you need is get that push offensively and give a running back a chance to find some space to run. Bernie, I think we know this is Lundy territory right here.
Yeah, and you guys, nice to have bookend tight ends like Sheldon and McDowell to be a right-handed and left-handed team. And it's a symmetrical formation out of the shotgun. They're going to give the Lundy up the gut. He hops over a pile, and he's all the way down to the 1 yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 1.
A great spot, right there by Lundy. You didn't see a little bit of an opening there because they had that pretty much bogged up there, the Penridge defense. He found an opening, though.
Very few teams that tested this Springford team, as they do take a timeout on the play. 1:20 till halftime. You know, when you look back at their season, Whitehall obviously gave them stiff resistance, Perk Valley and Pottsgrove, and then last week they go up 28-0 on number 2 in the state, undefeated Ridley. Ridley roared back, but the Rams hung on for a big victory.
And you know what, Bernie? It's not how you get there, you know, do you get there? And they got there. That's the point that counts. People will say it wasn't pretty. You're right, but you're here. That's what counts, and you can't tell me how many coaches would love to be in this position today as Coach Brubaker and his staff are.
Yeah, I got some interesting emails when after the Pottsgrove Springford game, I said in the post-game show, this team will not, Springford, will not lose another game for the rest of the regular season. Now, I did not know they would have this kind of a magical ride through the postseason.
You think I'll win the Powerball tonight, Bernie? I mean, if you're that good, can you predict that one?
The Swami's going to think about it at halftime,
Okay, all right.
I'll let you know. Now, here's a big play. 3rd and goal from the 1. Coyne in the shotgun again with Lundy behind him. Give inside to Lundy. He slams ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Springford. Lundy finds pay dirt behind that unsung offensive line.
And great job here. Like I said, they're pushing the Penridge defensive line back. They're getting a push. And right there's Lundy. He was met in a hole, but you're not going to bring him down with one guy. One guy met him in the hole. I'll take Lundy every time in that situation.
David Galati, the kicker, junior, number 90 in for the extra point. It's up, and it is good. Rams go up 21-12 with $1:16 till halftime. We're going to take a break. You're watching playoff football on the PCTV Network.
Joe's All-American Pub, located at 519 Pikeland Village Square, just off Route 113 in lovely Kimberton. Joe's All-American Pub has all the ingredients for a great night out. Just stir in a great cuisine, season it with an awesome dining atmosphere, and finish it off with your family and friends. At Joe's All-American Pub, family owned and operated. Make your next night out at Joe's All-American Pub.
Hi, I'm Joe DePaul, owner of Joe's All-American Pub. Come to Joe's. We'll make sure we'll treat you better than the average Joe.
1:16 till halftime. Springford on top, 21-12. I'm up here in the booth with former head coach at Perk Valley, Scott Furman. And there you can see some guys, they're shirtless, and they don't even look cold.
No, yeah, they were, Bernie. We were down the field there before the game. They were complaining about being cold already.
And I don't know if our cameras can pick it up. It's so subtle, but there are flurries. What do you call that, lake effect snow? Is that coming off the Nakamixon?
Somewhere, yeah.
All right, I've got 2 spare rods in the back of my Jeep. We could drop a line on the ride home.
This is climate football. This is the football weather you want, though. You didn't want that warm stuff yesterday. You want this nice, cold, snow flurry stuff
today.
today.
The frozen tundra of Poppy Field.
This time they're on the right hash, and also that's where they put class over to that side again.
Poppy Warner would be proud of the season this Penridge team has had. Let's see if they can respond to adversity here. A nice deep kick by Galati and a solid hit by number 36 for Springford, Jack Haney. Again, a solid contributor on special teams all year. Also getting down there, number 32 again, Jake Leahy.
1:10 left here now. Coach Brubaker and his staff just got to be aware. Don't let anything get behind you. Keep everything underneath you. Make a sure tackle.
And Alex Krivda, the 6'5" quarterback for Penridge, number 5, going to see if he can direct. You know, this is not, their MO has not been aerial or hurry up. They're a wing T smash mouth football team. There are some coaches who, with $1:10 to go, might just be happy to go in 21-12. I say you got to take a shot. Why not give it to a 2,000-yard rusher? That's as good as a pass play.
That's as good as putting the ball in his hands. He can make things happen. There's no doubt about it, Mike Classic. Only being a junior, as we said, over 2,300 yards, 31 touchdowns. He's their workhorse for this offense.
And, you know, some of his touchdowns, I followed this kid all year. Some of his touchdowns, the only word I can think of is spectacular. I mean 80, 90, 70-yard touchdowns. Of his 31 touchdowns, half of them had to be outside 50 yards. 25 in a green shirt can take it to the house anytime he touches the football. They're going to go with another running play. Speed sweep, cutting it inside nicely is John Kim. And that will move the sticks, temporarily stop the clock.
Nice job by Sheldon, though, there. He strung that out. He kept his ground. He didn't get pushed back off the ball. Kept his ground, which made Kim cut it up inside there. And that's what you want to do. Force it back into your linebackers.
And boy, that's a 9-point lead. A 9-point lead is enough to make a coach wake up in a sweat in the middle of the night as they hand it to Class. Bounces around inside, and that Springford defense having none of it. Travis Daywald and company welcome him to Ram Nation. There's a timeout on the field.
And you're right, great job by Springford defense holding them up there. He ran into the back of his own player because there was nowhere to go.
And it also appeared that Penridge may have broken the huddle with 12 players on that last play.
And I have to agree with that. One of their players ran off the field there at the very end there, so I wasn't sure about, you know, if he was they could have threw the flag on that, and the Springford coaches were alerting their staff to that also.
Here we are up in the sardine can. Scott Furman, former Perk Valley coach. We're here next to the Springford coaches, laying a lot of good information down to Coach Brubaker. And, you know, Springford High School has never captured a state title in any team sport. As much enormous success as they've had through the years. They've had multiple district champions. Of course, the girls basketball last year came close to winning a state title. They were district champs, and boy, wouldn't that be sweet for Ram Nation. You win the night, you're in the district title game. You're playing on December 15th. It's for all the marbles. We'll have a parade down through Spring City and Royersford.
A bigger one than the Halloween parade, I'm sure.
And that parade better run through Spring City, because I'm going to be right there on the corner. 2nd and 8 for Penridge. They're going to hand off inside, counter action. There's some open space. Dancing outside. Number 45, Kyle Bigham. He's a very talented player, but again, number 2, Joe Bush, one of those unsung heroes on this football team.
You're right, and he's just come. He made a great play. Just get him out of bounds. He didn't have to make it. Just get him out of bounds here.
Yep.
Now, one concern I'm seeing for Penridge is Crawford, their fullback, is on the sideline being looked at very closely. That could affect what they're going to run and what offensive plays they're going to put in.
And Class is hiding in that wing. You got to watch for a screen to number 25. It certainly would be dangerous, and they complete. No, there's a whistle, stoppage of play. The completion will not count. Let's listen for the call.
Dead ball. False start. Offense. Stuffer.
And again, Coach Furman, a team unaccustomed to hurry-up football.
That's no doubt about it. If you're not used to doing it, you're right, Bernie. It's not something you're going to just pick up in 1 week, but I'm sure it's something you practice every week, your 2-minute offense, and hopefully that's what they're trying to get into right here. But as I said, when you take Crawford out, maybe that adjusts their offense a little bit.
And my question for you is, Penridge played for a Thanksgiving Day game for a state or a league championship 48 hours ago. Do you see any ill effect of that?
There's no doubt. It has to affect you, Bernie. I don't think there's any way that could not affect you. And I want to comment Coach Brubaker what he did. And again, people might say, oh, you didn't play your starters. Well, smart move, though. He knew what this game meant to his program.
Oh, yeah, I surveyed it. 90% of the people I talked to agreed with Chad Brubaker's decision. And here we go with 33 seconds left. He's going to throw it deep. Krivda floats it up for grab. Jump ball, it's caught. Number 3, Micah Stutzman comes up with it. 26 seconds. A Hail Mary. They're going to run up and spike.
And you're right, Bernie. A Hail Mary. He just threw this ball up there.
And Now the spike play, or the old fake spike play. They're going to probably spike it, stop the clock.
Great job by Stutzman just going up to get that ball and coming down with it. Somebody from Springford just knocked that ball down. Again, there they come. And they got Bingham on the outside, and Stutzman just runs a streak down the field. He just keeps on running. That's all it was. Now he's adjusting back. Nice job on his part coming back to the football. You always talk to receivers. Come back to the ball. That's exactly what he did. Came up with a huge catch.
All right, here you go, Coach Furman. 2nd and 10. 25 seconds. Obviously, clock management's going to be critical. They're going to throw it to Class in the flat. What a play! Number 23 for Springford, Kyle Hoffner with a hit.
Great job here. Kyle Hoffner, great open field tackle right here. Wrap your arms up, though. Drive through the man. And good job. Class had that ball.
And they lost yardage on that play. We watched their kicker before the game. He's good from about 40 and in. Right now, the ball sits on the 28-yard line. It would be a 45-yard field goal. Correct me if I'm wrong. 18 seconds left. I'm thinking, get the ball to Class. Give me 7-8 yards. And spike, or you can't spike, obviously, 3rd down. If you don't get the 1st down, you can't spike. Rush your field goal. Is there enough team to do that?
That's why I think he's going to the end zone, Bernie.
Okay.
I think he's going to throw to the end zone. He might be running a little screen here, try to get down or get out of bounds and get a closer shot to the end zone. You're right. I'm not sure if they're going to have enough time to be able to do all those things to get their field goal team on.
A lot of situational stuff. This is something you practice every Thursday. The kids have to know it's 3rd down. If you don't get the 1st down, you certainly can't go up and spike. 18 seconds, man, that's cutting it close to rush your field goal team on. So we'll see what the Penridge Brain Trust decides. But you got to believe you want to get the football in the hands of number 25. Your 2,000-yard rusher, and they are going to 5 wide receivers, shotgun. They're going to take a shot at the end zone. And there's pressure. McDowell! Z-Mac with the sack. 88 for Springford with an enormous play.
Nice job by Sheldon, too, coming off the block here. Got his feet, and Z-Mac finished the ball there. I'm not, they might have said he was throwing that ball. I'm not so sure. That ball seemed to got knocked out of his hands. Great coverage downfield, though. I'm not sure where he was going to go with this football. He had nowhere to go. Great pressure. Good job. Ooh.
The arm was moving forward. Here you go. With 14 seconds, they'll get another shot at the end zone. 4th down. He fires it into the end zone. Up for grabs. Bounced around. Touchdown. Oh, my. Kyle Bigham, number 45, somehow comes down with a touchdown reception.
Yeah, he has it. He came down with it between 3 defenders. 3 defenders. Got to knock that football down. You can't let that ball sit up there. Hey, you know what, too, Bernie? I'm going to tell you, I'm telling players sometimes take the pass interference. I'll give them the 15 yards, bring it back. Takes time off the clock.
Well, you make a good point. Now, here on the point chart, I think you go for 1. And they do, and it's blocked. Their extra point woes continue. So that was a big extra point. Let's see if that comes into play later in the football game. Coach Furman,
Bush
a look
shined.
at the replay.
They're both up for it, but and it looked like Bush had it there. He thought he was actually going to pull it down with him. Great job by Bingham, and I'm not even sure if he's sure he had the ball. He was moving around like he wasn't even sure if he had the ball in his hands.
7 seconds remaining as the snow intensifies a little bit here at Poppy Warner Field in Percy, PA. Springford get the football back, be content to go into the locker room with a 21-18 halftime lead.
Bernie, let's mark that play, because if you know how this game ends up, we may come back to look at that play as being one of those crucial plays in this game.
Yeah, and also equally crucial, Penridge 3 touchdowns and only 18 points. Jared Jones into the game, number 6 for the Springford Rams. And you can guarantee Penridge,
they know he's there.
They probably have about 10 assistants letting the head coach know that Jones is in the game, and whatever you do, don't kick the ball to number 6. And 23, Joe Mascai with a short kick. Nice coverage there by number 28, Mason Lucas.
Good job of covering that ball up for Mason. That was a nice job.
All right, here you go. Do you kneel down or you take a shot?
If I'm Coach Brubaker, I think I'll take a shot.
I'm going to take, yeah.
Wouldn't be
I
surprised.
mean, we saw their long touchdown to Hopkins was 2nd and 1. Surprised everyone in the stadium. And you're on the road. It's the playoffs. You're winning. Why not take a vertical shot down the field? I like the old New York Giants play double crossing post pattern handoff. They're going to go with 4 wide receivers to the right, bunch, Hail Mary. And they're going to try it across. Oh, it is. Boy, it read my mind. That's the old double handoff play inside. And with no time on the clock, it appears that Penridge will not be able to run a play, even if it was a turnover, and it was. We're going to take a break at halftime. The score, Springford 21, Penridge 18.
Meet Joe Can Do That. Joe Can Do That can fix anything. He can fix your car. He can fix your vacuum cleaner. He can even fix your electrical problems. But do you really want him to? Call Gehringer Mechanical today for all your electrical needs. Joe Can Do That does.
Is this where you buy comics?
Kid, this isn't a library. Hit the road.
You should go to Humongo Comics. Hundreds of comic titles from major and independent publishers.
Humongo Comics.
Manga, graphic novels, gaming, collectibles, and the best selection of anime DVDs in the area for rent or to buy.
Humongo Comics. Coventry Square, across from the Coventry Theater, Pottstown.
Hey, Bob. What's got you down?
I just can't seem to find a pharmacy that's right for me.
Grab your cap. I'm taking you to Professional Pharmacy.
At Professional Pharmacy, we're open and able to fill prescriptions 365 days a year and accept most insurance plans. Our professional staff offers individualized assistance with a variety of services, and we're the largest medical equipment provider in the area.
Professional Pharmacy is awesome.
And I love your new cap.
Pottstown Cash Traders, located at 232 High Street, Pottstown, PA, 610-705-0304. Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturdays, 10 to 4. Do you have items in your home that you're not using or just collecting dust? We buy things for cash. Cash for gold, musical instruments, tools, electronics, CDs, DVDs, and items of value. Highest cash paid. We are always buying and selling. We also buy gold, diamonds, and silver for cash. eBay services are available. Pottstown Cash Traders, located at 232 High Street, Pottstown, 610-705-0304.
How much time was left? Welcome back, everyone. 21-18 at halftime. Coach Furman, a look at the Hail Mary touchdown by Penridge.
Right, and you know what? It was a great throw by Crosby. He threw it up there, 3 defenders around. I'm shocked how Bingham came down with it. I mean, that was great concentration on his part. And the other part I'm impressed is the official got himself in good position to make that call. He was right there on top of it. Yeah, this was just a throwing up ball. And you talk about timing. I think there's 6 hands that touched that football.
The immaculate reception. All right, what an entertaining first half it was, and the second half should be just about the same. We'll be right back after a short break.
Nobody covers Pac-10 football like the Mercury. Whether you want award-winning coverage and helmet-crunching pictures or comprehensive insight, stats, and standings, we tackle it all. Look for game day preview coverage every Friday, results every Saturday, and a look back at the weekend every Tuesday with me, Mercury Sports Editor Don Seeley. We keep you ahead of the pack.
For home delivery, call 610-970-4500.
We're back. Second half ready to start. Springford in white, Penridge in green, and suddenly the sun has emerged from behind the clouds. Snow flurries in the first half. We have a sun-splashed, glorious afternoon for high school football. 21-18, Rams in white on top. What a proud tradition of football at Springford High School, going back to some of those Marty Moore teams in the 90s, some of the best high school teams I've ever seen. Some down years, the turn of the century, but Chad Brubaker, wow, he's brought Ram Nation back.
And you're right, Bert. He's done a great job with this whole program here, and it's a proud tradition. You said that. And their down years, they were still a proud team and a proud program, but he's done a great job of making them believe, having them buy into his program. He's got a heck of a program, and he's on a roll right now.
And the reason they're here today, they beat number 2 state-ranked undefeated Ridley 1 week ago, 28-26. The Green Raiders of Ridley went down. They're going to try another little pooch kick, and Hopkins again with a very cerebral play. I like that, the fair catch on the kickoff.
And you're right, that's a smart move. Well coached, I'm sure that was scouted, all those kickoff things, and they saw that, passed that information along to the kickoff return team.
Now the game time temperature was 38 degrees, and not much of a wind factor in this.
We were talking, Bernie, we were down the field before the game figuring that out. Like the one end is boxed in. It's kind of like surrounded by the school, so the wind was not really a factor in anything.
At times in the first half, you had a swirling wind, chill factor in the 20s. Springford with a little confusion on the first play of the second half, and Coach Brubaker is going to have to burn a timeout, and he is not happy. Not a good way to start the second half. And we are going to stay here. Geographical factors. The receivers of Springford now looking into a bright sun.
That's exactly right, Brian. I was thinking about that. We're watching the way the shadows are going. They're going to be looking back into the sun. You're exactly right. If you notice there also, we had Carter, Lundy, and Jones in the backfield there that time for Springford.
So Jared Jones, number 6, one of the top running backs in the state. He is in the game. Sitting right behind his record-setting quarterback, number 11, Hank Coyne Jr., Lundy and Jones together, thunder and lightning in that Ram backfield. Rams on top 21-18, and we are ready to start quarter number 3. Hopkins split left, Carter split to the right. Barking signals in the shotgun is Coyne. They're going to give to Jones right up the middle. He dances, he's got daylight. Jared Jones turning and burning up the left side. He's streaking down the field. He takes it to the house. Oh, baby! J squared finds pay dirt behind that unsung offensive line. Unbelievable.
One play, one run. That's all he needs. Every play. Right here you go. It's a straight-ahead handoff. A little cut to his right, and he's gone. And I'm going to credit Hopkins again downfield. He is blocking downfield. Look at number 7. That's bringing him to run that. This is what Jared Jones brings to this team and brings to this offense.
David Galati in for the extra point, number 90. The snap, the hold, it's down, it's up. Not a strong kick, but good enough. And the Rams on top, 28-18. We're going to take a break. You're watching playoff football on the PCTV Network.
Hi, I'm Patrick Gilbert.
And I'm Mike Henkel. Over the past year, our More to Like philosophy has continued to bring more new Subaru buyers to our doors.
Customers tell us they appreciate we offer more savings, more selection, and more value with every new Subaru we sell.
So if you're in the market for a new Subaru, stop by and get that More to Like feeling too.
Welsh Subaru, Limerick.
Online at welshsubaru.com.
We're back at Poppy Yoder Field in Percy, PA. This field named after the legendary teacher and coach, Poppy Yoder, Penridge School District, about 10 minutes south of Quakertown, right next to Sellersville. You know, Coach Brubaker with a well-placed timeout.
We said that. He knew what he wanted. He set that play up on that timeout there. He just had to get a little bit of the dirt drawn up.
You know what I like about having Jones back on the field? That keeps Carter and Jones and Lundy and Hopkins on the field at the same time.
And it's hard to defend. Who do you defend?
A booming kick all the way down into the end zone. David Galati showing some flex in his muscles. Wow.
That's what you want right there. That's how, score a touchdown, now put them on their 20. You've just made life even tougher for Penridge.
Again, game time temperature still about the same, 38 degrees Fahrenheit. And the wind has died down, so your chill factor now up into the 20s. Wind at about 5 miles an hour from the north-northwest. Flurries are gone and the sunshine is out, and the Springford team finds themselves up 10. Let's see how Penridge responds. They're going to go with a pro-I formation, complete change of scheme from the first half where they ran the Delaware wing T. And they're going to give it to Mike Class right up the middle, and Class still going. Sizable gain on first down. Boy, if you like exciting running backs, you literally, Coach, you have two of the top running backs in the state.
And you're right, I'm going to agree with you. Two of the top running backs in the district here are playing in this game. And right here it is. It's just a straight ahead handoff. A great job. They answer right there with Jones. And here's what they give it to Class now. Good job by Romano bringing him down. That's a way to hang on to that ball and bring him down.
Tate Carter with two-way duty. They're going to sit him in the free safety spot right now. They're going to go with the fullback up the middle, a gaping hole. Nice hit by Carter. We've got a new fullback in there, Kyle Bigham.
And that's just a guard trap up the middle there. They did a nice job of getting the trap. Look, 64, they're looking for linemen down the field there. And that's right. Their top fullback is out right now for them. He's banged up. Crawford, now they're going to Bingham's going to be their fullback.
Mackenzie Crawford, the 225-pound fullback. We have a report that he has a mild concussion where you can't verify that, but there is a new fullback on the field, and they give it to the 2,000-yard rusher, Class. We watch Class dance in space all year, just roll up 250, 300-yard games. Real credit so far, the Springford defense has kept him somewhat bottled up.
And you're right, that's what I said. And Bernie's trying to frustrate him. That's what they want to try to do. He's used to getting those big runs, and if you can frustrate him, his running style will change if you get him frustrated.
Alex Fideli now in at fullback, the third fullback of the day for the Penridge Rams, representing the Suburban 1 Continental Conference. They're going to go up top. Fires over the post. There's going to be a penalty there. That'll be pass interference. Flags flying in all directions as quarterback Alex Krivda looked for John Kim, but we got an early bump.
And I truly believe he just got Daywall got his feet tangled up with him. That's all. That's just called going. That's playing football.
First down.
And here's the call on the field.
Pass interference, Springford. It's all the play, first down.
So Penridge now all the way down to the 40-yard line. Let's see if they can respond to the Springford touchdown. At the halftime, the Golden Ram Marching Band and the cheerleaders of Springford put on quite a show. What an impressive group, both cheerleaders and band for Ram Nation. They trade the wing, and in motion, they're going to go Class into the sideline. A host of tacklers, but he is perpetual forward motion. Mike Class continues to add to his whopping total of 2,400 yards rushing coming into the game.
And I'm impressed with Shine. He's coming up off that corner there. He forced that play back inside there. And then Hoffner, great job of getting to the ball, Hoffner, and finishing off that play.
Second and 4, Krivda under center. Motion across the formation. They're going to give it to Class again between the tackles. He bounces outside. Great play. Number 29, Jared Shoemaker again.
Nice job by Shoemaker there. Great tackle coming up. And you know what? Class had something there. He saw a bounce. He hit up into that middle, bounced it outside. But you get, again, Springford there to bring him down. I would say with a running back like Class, use that sidelines. Push him out of bounds today.
A lot of people wondered how good Springford would be this year. Their undefeated run through the Pac-10 last year. 6 returning starters on both sides of the ball.
That tells you something about the program that Coach Brubaker has, though.
There you go, split backs, pro formation. Give inside to the fullback, trying to grind it out. The new fullback, number 33, Alex Fideli. And it looks that's 4 down territory. You're down 10, you're at home. No brainer?
No, go for, oh, he has to. The momentum shifted on that big run by Jones. He's got to get the momentum back right now.
Well, it'll be 4th and 2. One of the first pivotal junctures of this football game. 4th and 2. Penridge finds themselves down 10 at home. Krivda under center, barking signal. Motion. They're going to go up top on 4th and 2, and it's tipped. Oh, boy! What a play! Number 34, Andy Luber Smith with a money play.
Great job by Luber Smith there. He was open in the flat. They set their running back out in the flat. He was wide open, but great, look at that. Great job of getting your hand up there at the last moment and knocking that down. And let's mark that play, Bernie. This could be a change right here, depending on what Springford will do with this ball offensively.
Luber Smith, a junior 210-pound linebacker, with thus far one of the biggest plays of the game. 1st and 10 Rams from their own 32-yard line. Carter and Hopkins split to the right in a twins formation. Thunder and Lightning backfield with Lundy and Jones. Coins in the shotgun. They're going to go up top. They're going to take a vertical shot down the field for Hopkins. A little high on the post pattern. Good coverage there by number 10, John Kim.
And you know what? Hopkins had him. Hopkins got inside position there, so I was pretty impressed with him. Coyne was getting a little pressure, didn't really have time to step up and throw that football the way he wanted to throw it.
2nd and 10. Play chart selection looks a little better with Jones in there. Just give it to Jones and let him go 70.
He'll make you look good.
Carter split left, Hopkins to the right. Now we've got that double beef tight end heavy formation with Sheldon and they're going to run behind Sheldon and McDowell, but a host of green jerseys are there to greet Jared Jones. Boy, that's a lot of beef when you got McDowell and Sheldon lined up.
That's a great formation. I like what Springford has there. That makes it tough on you there because you're right. That's your beef. You run that way. You know, that's tough to defend.
We can call that, safe to call it jumbo?
I like it. I like it. There we go. We'll give them the package.
500 pounds of Springford Rams.
I'd run behind them, Bernie.
All right, here you go. 3rd and 9. Now they're going to go a little bit more of a 3 wide shine into the game. Split to the left. Carter and Hopkins split right, and they're going to burn another timeout. Chad Brubaker not happy. We're going to take a break, 7:52 till the end of the 3rd.
Tired of the same old pizza shops and restaurants? Come bring the whole family for an experience unlike any other. Where else can the kids sail on one of 2 pirate ships and play with SpongeBob or Elmo in our 6,000 square foot family fun center while enjoying the area's best pizza, pasta, cheesesteaks, hoagies, salads, and much more from our huge menu? We pride ourselves in making everything from scratch and using only the finest ingredients. Book your birthday party or rent our banquet room that seats up to 50 people. Come try the boardwalk, where we bring the beach to Pottstown.
We're back on 3rd and 9. Play action pass. Screen pass. Inside to London. He's taken down. Nice play by Penridge, number 80. Mike Supp with the tackle.
Mike Supp did a great job staying home there. 42 tackles this year, but he did a nice, he read the screen. He knew it was going to be a screen, sat on Jones. Nice tackle.
Yeah, Kyle Bigham, Andy Graff, and Jeremy Zander have played very well for that Penridge Ram defense. A wobbling kick off the side of Sheldon's foot, and that's going to be tremendous field position for Penridge. When we come back, You're watching playoff football on the PCTV Network.
Hi, I'm Patrick Gilbert.
And I'm Mike Hinkle. Over the past year, our More to Like philosophy has continued to bring more new Subaru buyers to our doors.
Customers tell us they appreciate we offer more savings, more selection, and more value with every new Subaru we sell.
So if you're in the market for a new Subaru, stop by and get that More to Like feeling too.
Welsh Subaru, Limerick.
Online at welshsubaru.com.
We're back. Robbie Varner of Springford with a nice tackle on first down. Boy, I tell you, Scott, between Varner, Romano, and Hare, you have three solid linebackers.
You're very right there. And I got to tell you what, Varner and Romano, I'm going to credit them here. They're doing a nice job. They've been trying to run that guard trap on them up the middle there. They've done a great job adjusting that guard trap.
Hoff, another guy that can run with the halfbacks and hit with the linebacker. They're going to go up top. Dump pass, complete, over the middle. That'll be a first down. Calling it in, number 45, Kyle Begum, and Alex Krivda with a nice pass.
All that was just a dive throw there. He just got between two defenders there, and Bingham, we've seen him come up with some big catches there. Krivda, he put that ball between two defenders there. He placed it in a nice position.
That Bigham's a big one.
Yeah, he's a big one.
First and 10, ball on the 30-yard line, and what is now a sun-splashed gridiron here in the third quarter. They're going to go with a draw play to Class. Class finds some daylight. Gain of 9 or 10 on first down.
Very patient there, Class. This wasn't just a sprint draw. He just sat up, waited for that ball. You hold your breath every time he touches the ball, the same as you do when Jones gets his hands on the ball. You hold your breath. You know what they're capable of doing with the football.
Poppy Yoder Field in Percy, second and short. Alex Krivda, the 6'5" quarterback, handoff inside. Plowing ahead, the new fullback, number 33, Alex Fideli. And that'll move the sticks. It'll be first and 10 for the Rams of Penridge. Penridge 7-0 in the Suburban 1 League, champions this year. And also they captured another title back in 1964 under Poppy Yoder. Bucksmont champions.
Very methodical here, driving down the field, just mixing in well with their pass and their run.
Pro formation I, Class, the dangerous tailback. He's got the rock. And he is not just a dancer. He will lower that shoulder and welcome you to Penridge football.
He loves to mix it up. As you said, Bernie, he'll get in the middle, he'll get outside. He likes to cut back. I think he has great vision for a running back. I think that's one thing I like about him, is being able to vision or see the field and being able to make his cuts.
This Penridge band and cheerleaders equally deserve some recognition. Put on a real nice show during and before the game. 2nd and 5 for Penridge. Motion across the formation, Krivda under center. They're going to go with a toss to Clack. He stopped, cuts on a dime, still going. This is what he does. Mike Class, touchdown, Penridge.
And we talked about his vision there. You saw exactly. Great penetration by Springford. They got up the field. They took on the fullback. And it was just that Class just right there, great hit. And as we said, there it is, his vision, cut back. He'll come back against the grain. Nice run by Class.
Number 21, Joe Unganks, in to kick it for Penridge. Unganks showed a good leg in pregame, and it's blocked again. Wow, that was big. That's a 4-point differential. We'll talk more about that. 4:38 till the end of the third. Rams on top, 28-24.
Meet Dan and his dog Bongo. They started their own dog biscuit company, but Dan wanted more. So Dan worked with Fast Signs. They created a plan to attract more customers, get more business, wag more tails. Still, Dan wanted more, and Fast Signs provided more. Fast Signs help with digital displays, mobile marketing, merchandising, fleet graphics, and more. Now Dan has more sales, more locations, more of the good life. And more is exactly what Fast Signs delivers. More than fast, more than signs, more than 530 locations worldwide.
Penridge responds with a touchdown, but as we alluded to before the break, Scott, 4 touchdowns, only 24 points on the board.
And as I said, as a coach, that drives you crazy. You know, you got to figure that out there. And as I said, Bernie, if we come down to a field goal for this game, you know, Springford has shown they're going to be able to block that kick.
This is the third meeting of these two teams. Springford holding a 2-0 advantage, beating the, oh boy, onside kick. And it bounces off a Springford Ram, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Penridge Rams. Another pivotal juncture at 4:27 till the end of the third. First, we're going to take a look at the touchdown, Scott.
And as we see here, Klaas is heading over to his left, getting a great block by his fullback. The penetration right there, coming up the field. Is that Bush that came up there and forced him back, and a great cutback. Tate Carter maybe came up a little too quick, but this is a tough one. This is your guys are going back. That drills him right in the chest. That was a tough ball to handle. That was a tough one for anybody to handle.
An unconventional onside kick.
Yeah.
Kind of a semi-squib, take a shot at the onside, and they get it. See if they go up top right away. They do. Krivda looking downfield. He fires it into the flat. Almost complete. Good defense there by number 23, Kyle Hoffner again.
And you're right, Bernie. He wanted to go down the field, but everything was covered, so he came back. Great tip ball there. Nice job by Springford to break that one up. But you're right. They were going for the home run right after that one.
And of course, the winner, as we mentioned in the first half, the winner will play Coatesville next week at a neutral site. Coatesville defeated Neshaminy last night, 63-28. But a nice season for Neshaminy. Former teammate of mine at Westchester from Springford grad, Jay Weidenbaugh, with a nice season. And they tackled for a loss is Klaas. And who else in the backfield
that
again?
Was McDowell.
Ian Hare and McDowell.
McDowell, he blew that play completely up. They tried to run a power at him. He blew the play up.
You know, I did McDowell's first game ever as a 9th grade basketball player. And people said, wow, this kid's going to be something special. No one saw this coming. Suddenly, he's in 12th grade. He's 6'5", 230. His biggest upside might be football.
I agree. I would love to have him as a coach, you know, on my sideline next year.
I will be very surprised if he is not offered a Division I full scholarship for football at 6'5", 230. And there's a penalty. Penridge a little out of sync on 3rd and 11. Had an opportunity, another juncture in the third quarter. Scott, let's listen for the call.
Dead ball, false start, offense. Still start.
Makes it even tougher here yet. Now you're looking, like you said, Bernie, a 3rd and 17. And if you're telling your defense right now, look at the markers, know what they need. Just look at the markers, know where they need to get to, keep them underneath you, make the short tackle.
And Coach will have to keep an eye on the fatigue factor. Springford with more people on the field, and Penridge 48 hours ago captured their league title on Thanksgiving. We'll see if that factors in the fourth quarter. They're going to go shotgun on 3rd and 16. Klaas in motion. Krivda roll, drop roll to his right, pump and go, floats it up the right side. It's caught! And they're going to give him the reception. That'll be good for a first down. Another big play on 3rd and 14.
And all this was a little up pattern. He ran a flat and then up the field. I got to tell you, Krivda, nice job of just putting the ball right in there. He laid it right in over his shoulder there. That was a nice throw. He put it where it needed to be placed for his receiver to get to the ball.
Krivda with 1,076 yards passing this year, 13 touchdowns. 6 out of 11 against Quakertown, their arch rival on Thanksgiving. Fullback trap nowhere this time. stuffed by McDowell and friends. And of course, always in on the tackle, it seemed, number 52, Mason Romano.
And Robbie Varner, he did a great job. He stopped that. He had him from he got in the guard's hip pocket, grabbed his foot, would not even allow him to get any momentum to run. That was a great defensive play by Varner.
Second down, 10 yards for Penrith.
Second and 10. Class split out to the right in a single back formation. They've got Class ISO'd up here. They're going to look to the left. Little dump over the middle. Intercepted. Springford. Number 23, Kyle Hoffner. Still going. Oh, baby. Ram Nation is on their feet on the opposite side. An enormous play late in the third quarter.
Great job by Hoffner. They ran this play earlier, and they got it in there to Bingham, but this time Hoffner, great read on his part to get that, to intercept that ball and take it back. He might have got caught on the first play, but this play, Penridge wasn't going to get him on that play.
Hoffner, the 6'1", 185-pound senior with a money
all it is,
play.
He's reading the quarterback's eyes. He knows it's coming. That's all he did. He did a great job dropping back, reading the quarterback's eyes. Hoffner, great play, defensive play.
All right, first play after a turnover. Go up top.
Always. You want to go for that big play.
And in the shotgun, Springford's all-time leading passer, Hank Coyne Jr. And they're going to go with Jones up the middle. Jones dancing in space. Jared Jones with a first down.
That's a big play for Springford. Give it to Jones. He almost made something happen there.
That's a vertical shot.
He was one tackle away from breaking it into a big run. Nice job by Jones.
You got to wonder what the score would have been in the Pottsgrove game had Jones been healthy. I think on that night, Pottsgrove was better football.
I agree with you,
I think
Bernie.
they still win the game, but it's a lot closer.
He makes a difference for your team, that's for sure.
Here's the question for you. What if they played right now? That's the million-dollar question. You don't have to answer that.
I'm not
one.
going to.
Jones burrows ahead, and minimal gain, and the ball's on the ground. Was the knee down? Let's wait for the call.
Receiver, the official coming in on the one side saying he's down already. He's just picking his way through that line. That's what he's doing right there. And you're right. He's held up.
It's hard to tell from that angle. We did not have indisputable video evidence, which Gus will provide if I ask for it. We'll hold off on the reverse angle. 2nd and 7 for Springford. They're going to go up top. Coyne throws a dart to the right side. Carter almost takes it to the house, breaks one tackle. A touchdown-saving tackle by Penridge, number 86, Jeremy Zander.
And all this was get to the marker, stop, get the first down. But you're right, they made a game-saving tackle right there, or Carter's in the end zone. I truly believe that's all that play was. Get to the first down marker, stop, look around, turn around, the ball's going to be there.
Coach Cuthbert glancing at the scoreboard. No coach likes a 4-point lead, and it could about to expand to an 11-point lead if they're not careful here. 1st and 10. Looks like he's audibilizing. The senior signal caller, Lundy, will switch to the right. Handoff to Jones. He's submarined inside. Excellent play again by Zander. Jeremy Zander, number 86, knifing in.
And that's right, he just sniped in there. Jones didn't even have a chance to get started. That was a great play by Zander there. Just, as you said, knifing in, finding an open area, stopping that play before it got started.
Yeah, these two teams played back in 91. Springford won the game 20-15, and then in 92, under Marty Moore, 52-16, Springford over Penridge. 2nd and 14, handoff to Jones. Pretty big hole, but it closes quickly. And again, Zander has been like a one-man football team here on this drive.
And you understand why he's their leading tackler, no doubt, on that side of the ball because of his play.
And that'll do it after the third 3 quarters of football. Springford Rams on top, 28-24.
Just down the street, there's a hardware store with great tools, products,
and expert advice.
We've got everything you need.
Because we know the community.
And we know our customers. So next time you have a home improvement project,
Drop by.
your local True Value hardware store. True Value.
Start right.
Start here.
Your True Value expert is A.D. Moyer in Gilbertsville and Pottstown. On the web at admoyer.com.
Aid service has been helping families for generations since the 1880s. Stop in or we'll come to your home for a free hearing test and evaluation. No charge. We offer entry-level to advanced hearing aids from leading manufacturers. And we're always the lowest price. Just compare. After we select the perfect hearing aid for you, we'll even provide you with a free trial. If you don't like it, we'll replace it. Stone's Hearing Aid Service is always available and provides service the way you want it.
We're back, 3rd and 10. Big play for the Springford Rams. Coyne drops. He looks. Fires it in the end zone for McDowell. He holds it in. Touchdown, Springford. McDowell finds pay dirt on a beautiful strike from Hank Coyne Jr.
And all they did there was they spread the outside and just ran McDowell down the middle of the field here. A great catch, though. He had to turn around. That's a great catch on his part there. And Coyne, I'm going to compliment you there, Hank. Great job of putting that ball to the outside. He had his time. He got to throw the ball. That was a great grab by McDowell there.
The extra point is up, and it's good. Galati's been money all day as well. We're going to stay here. Rams are up 11. That's like an old alley-oop, little backdoor action on the hoops court. McDowell making it look easy.
He had to twist and turn a little bit, but that was great concentration on his part to look the ball in and bring it down. And that puts enormous pressure now on Penridge. We're talking about 12 minutes left to go, but you're right, Bernie, 11 points. Now they've got to make up some points here.
We'll take a look on the reverse angle.
There's McDowell just coming down. He puts his hand up. He's telling Coyne right now, I'm the man. And great concentration to catch that ball in the end zone.
If I'm a coach at Delaware, Villanova, or higher, you know what, Zamir, we need to talk.
And look at his frame, Bernie. You look at that young man's frame. You're going to put extra weight, extra muscle in that frame. And I think the sky's the limit for that young man.
And if you read his interview with Don Seeley after the game 1 week ago, talks about his teammates, his coaches, the emphasis in practice, turnovers. He's a nice kid. He really is. He's got the heart of a lion, but off the field, all these Springford kids, the reputation that they've gotten in the community, polite, they take them out to dinner as a team. The waitresses comment. The waitress from Ridley was actually rooting for Springford.
She went to Ridley, but she's rooting for Springford. But that tells you what influence they put on her in that restaurant.
And Mickey McDaniel and Ram Nation have done that for a long time, and it's nice to see it on the football field as well. And there's Galati's kick down to the dangerous Class. Class looking for an opening. Boy, your heart skips a beat whenever he gets the football. Are you surprised they continue to kick to him?
Bernie, I'm asking him to squib it. I'm going to soon ask the assistant coaches up here, will you just squib that ball for my sake?
One more time, and Class is going to the house.
You're right. You're going to hold your breath because that's what he's capable of doing.
We saw Perk Valley choose to kick to Jared Jones with a 35-28 lead. Scott Reed, great coach. I bet he could take that decision back. They're going to go back to the Delaware wing T formation. Krivda surveys the field under center. They're going to go with it. Class come across to the left, and a host of Springford tacklers. And Kyle Hoffner is playing the game of his life.
Right there. He had that great interception. That was a great job of getting to that ball. And that's just a little tall sweep to Class. But I'm telling you, look at that. There had to be 7 to 8 white jerseys around him. That's the type of play you want on Class. That's how you're going to frustrate him today.
And you have multiple defensive coordinators in Steve Shine and Jim Mick Jr. And with an 11-point lead, you can start to gamble a little bit here. Start sending people. Blow that play up at the line of scrimmage.
Force Penridge to do things that they don't normally like to do.
They're going to go shotgun. They're going to go up top. They're going to go quarterback draw. Krivda The big guy showing some feet.
And, you know, I don't think that's not really their play that they want to run, but nice job by Krivda there. That's just, he found an opening, and hey, when you're 6'5" and you take strides like that, you're going to get those 10 to 15 yards down the field. Nice job of Krivda too. Secure the football. Make sure that you hold on to that ball right now.
1st and 10 for the Penn Ridge Rams. Krivda again in the shotgun. Springford showing blitz. They're sending people. Class up the left side. He is so dangerous. The average fan, if this is the first time you're seeing number 25, you have no idea what kind of season this kid has. 2,400 yards rushing, 31 touchdowns. He has a highlight film that belongs on SportsCenter.
I saw it on YouTube. It took forever to get through it because there's so many highlights. And he's going to be your workhorse now, Bernie. Here's the man you're going to.
2nd and 5, 10 minutes, 10 seconds left in the football game. Motion across, Krivda, give to Class. Again, a host of Rams greet him, led by number 56, Varner.
Romano and Varner have done a great job today on that defensive line for Springford. Like we said, and Hoffner's just contributing that whole play. That's what you want, though, Bernie. He had no chance to get started. He was wrapped up right away, no chance to get moving.
3rd and 5, now the Penn Ridge receivers with the disadvantage of looking into that sun. Big
Springford fans coming alive.
Big play. Springford showing blitz. Now they back off. Now they send them. Up top, over the middle. Clutch reception. Kyle Bigham again. Kyle Bigham has been money all day.
And all that is a slant. That's all that's going to be right here. And you're right, they brought the pressure, gave Krivda time to throw. That's a quick slant. Hey, Bingham's a sure-hand receiver. I think if you're throwing the ball, you want to make sure you get the ball to him.
First and 10, Penn Ridge on the Springford 41-yard line. Krivda again in the shotgun. They're going to go up top again. Drop roll to the right. Pump and go. Floats it up. Nice coverage out there by the Rams. Number 34, Andy Louver-Smith, coming up big.
And all this was an out and up. That's all Bingham was running. But Louver-Smith, I'm going to commend you on that one, staying with him. You never gave up. You bite on the out. You followed him up the field. Nice job. They were looking for that play. They had that one set up there. They ran a slant on the outside man, out and up with the inside man.
2nd and 10 in what would have to be considered 4-down territory with inside of 9 minutes to play. Going to go up top again. Krivda floats it up. Springford defenders, a perfect pass. Would have been a sensational catch. Why not take your tailback and run him up the left sideline?
And just the fade, that's all it is to Class. He's got the speed. Wow.
That's a ball that Class might come up with more often than not.
I'd have to agree with you on that one, Bernie. You know, normally I think he would catch that ball, but Krivda, nice job of placing the ball. He put it right where only his man could get to that football.
And the fans from Royersford and Spring City are on their feet on the far side. They're starting to taste it. A lot of time left, but a big play on 3rd and 10. Krivda with a quarterback draw. Again, Zamir McDowell in on the hit, and the ball might be down. We got a penalty flag. Another look at the replay. They're going to call face mask, it would appear. Let's listen for the call on the field.
Personal foul, face mask. Personal foul.
Face mask it is.
And you know
Write
what?
that one down, another pivotal juncture.
But that's players playing their heart out. That's all Springford was doing. They were trying to get to the ball. That's effort on the Springford part. You can't fault that part.
Nonetheless, it'll be 1st and 10 for Penn Ridge on the Springford Ram 28-yard line. 8:43 remaining in the game and counting. And Springford holding a 35-24 advantage. This is an elimination game. It's a playoff game, Class 4A. In 3 weeks, we'll decide a state champion. That's the magnitude of this game. There are only 16 teams left in the state. 2 of them you're looking at right now. Class off the left side. Stiff resistance. Again, Romano. That triangle of pain with Hare, Varner, and Romano.
And as you said, they're getting to the football right now. They're stringing things out. That's what they're trying to do there, hitting him before he actually gets any momentum going forward. That was a great play. Wrap up his feet and let the rest of the team come and take him down.
You know, with Luber Smith and Hoffner, they literally have 5 hybrid athletes with their linebackers on the field. Springford physical. They're going waggle bootleg. Krivda going to look for the backside post. Floats it in the end zone. Intercepted. Springford. Number 35, Travis Daywall with an enormous play.
And all that was, you're right, Bernie, that was waggle right. He looked for the backside post, well covered.
The old waggle throwback, look for the backside post.
He was looking for that. Great position there, way to be in, Daywall, way to be there. That was a nice interception.
Here's our sky cam view.
Guards pulling out, that's what they do, the tight end across the middle. And he wanted it all right, but he threw it into double coverage there. Daywall did a great job of just getting back and intercepting it.
Encouraging to see number 6 in a white shirt back in the game. Jay Squared with the ball. Jared Jones dances outside. You know, he's playing hurt. He's got a bad shoulder, a bad wrist. He's only a junior. What an unconscious sophomore season he had. 1,700 yards, 30 touchdowns, preseason All-State. I'm going to go out on a limb right now and say Jared Jones is a Division I running back.
I think, you know, he's definitely getting the looks. There's no doubt about that. And as you said, another year to go yet. I mean, the sky's the limit for this young man.
Coins in the shotgun with the aforementioned Jones behind him. 2nd and 8. Springford looking to grind it out to give it to Jones. Skirts the left side, does well to stay in bounds. Those are the little things that make the big differences, Scott.
And you're right, Bernie. He saw that. He knew that. They were going to try to run him out, but he did a great job of just planting his foot, getting up the field. And as I said, that's called game conscious. You know what's going on in the game. You're aware of what's going on. Keep the clock moving. That puts even more pressure on Penridge.
Yeah, with 5:36 and counting, got to believe Coach Brubaker wants to go back to the ground. Burn up as much time as you can. You may have to punt it back to Penridge. Down 11, you've got a smash mouth team would need a touchdown, a field goal, and a 2-point conversion to force overtime. And it looked like it was offsides against Penridge. You'll look for the preliminary indication. Here's the call on the field.
Dead ball, offsides, defense, still third.
Offsides against Penridge. That'll make it a little more manageable on 3rd and 4.
First down would be big right here for Springford.
They do restart the clock, and this is good coaching here. You got to burn a little time. Coyne, the senior signal caller, probably not in a hurry to run this play. Wisely letting a lot of time burn down. Barking signals on 3rd and 4. Got to believe Jones will get the ball. They're going to go up top. They're taking a vertical shot. Hopkins! Unbelievable! Hopkins comes up with it. What a gutsy call by Chad Brubaker. And Gary Hopkins again.
I was wondering, did he change his play when it was 3rd and 10 to this 3rd and 5? But this is Hopkins making a play. Look at that. He saw the ball, came back to the ball. Hey, he's done a great job today blocking and catching the ball. He's done an excellent job. Coyne again has the time, and it's not any special. He just didn't fly. Little underthrown, came back. Maybe Coyne might have threw it a little short, knowing his man could come back to the ball.
There are a lot of coaches who would have run the ball there and been content to let your defense protect an 11-point lead inside of 6 minutes. Chad Brubaker is
this guy right here would have ran the ball, I'm telling you.
He is a riverboat gambler, and he is inching closer and closer to the final 8 in the state and a date with a district title game next Friday. They're going to hand inside to Jones. Jones protecting the rock. He is bottled up by a host of Penridge tacklers. Clock continues to run, and again, an 11-point lead. So many things have to go right now for for Penridge.
Yes, you're exactly right, Bernie.
Not just the touchdown and the field goal. You need that 2-point conversion just to force overtime.
I'm telling my quarterback, you watch that back, George. When he puts his hand up, then you snap the ball. But that's used every second of this clock right now.
2nd and 7. Again, that offensive line, those unsung heroes.
You're talking about Gilmore, Boyer, Mills, O'Daniel, Dorsey. They're doing it up front. They're giving Coyne the time to be able to throw the ball, and they're opening up holes to run.
There's a double tight end with Sheldon, and oh boy, knifing in again, number 86. He's been in the Springford backfield all day, Jeremy Zander.
Nice job, and he timed that snap perfectly because, to make that blitz.
Zander not the biggest guy at 180, but he is a stalwart at middle linebacker.
And he's all over the field. You're right. He's their playmaker. There's no doubt about that. And they need to come up with a big play here right now. They need to stop him.
And you can see Ram Nation has traveled well. The Rams stands are packed. It is standing room only. This is a state playoff elimination game. You win this game and 3 more, and you are the state champion of Pennsylvania, one of the top 5 football states in the country. They're going to throw on 3rd down. Coyne floats it out complete. Carter dancing in space. He's going to move the stick, and he stays in bounds.
That was a great play. You called him a riverboat gambler. I'm telling you, I'm not sure again if I would have threw the ball there. Great job by Coyne. Great composure. Tate Carter, nice job. He reached down for that ball to get that 1st down. I'm telling you what, there were 2 great pass plays that they came up with. Here it is, just a sprint left. Jones is protecting. Tate Carter, look at that. He reaches for this ball, gets the 1st down. Great 1st down.
Wow, 1st and 10, time ticking away. 3 and change. Give is to Jones. Dances in space, burrows ahead, does well to protect the football. They are ripping and stripping. You got to know it.
I think the Penridge faithful know it. They're starting to exit.
Oh, my goodness. I hope not. And this is a Springford offense that averages 356 yards a game, 36.8 points per game, next to Pottsgrove, the 2nd most prodigious offense in the area.
Yep, and you're right. And running the ball, I think they do a great job balance of throwing and running.
Although Scott Reed and the Vikes might be in those numbers.
I'd put them right up there.
Right,
I'd put them up there.
Our man Rashawn. And boy, they're going to be one of the favorites next year, along with Springford and Pottsgrove. Give this to Jones inside, shaking and baking.
I'm impressed with Jones, though. Protect that football. That's all he's doing right now. He understands what it means right now in this point of the game to just protect the football.
And Lundy in there, asked to carry, tote the rock when Jones was hurt. You combine Jones and Lundy's numbers, Scott, 2,400 yards, 31 touchdowns.
That's incredible. And to have a tandem like that, that's pretty amazing there. And as you said, you got the one that comes in that pounds, the other one that comes in and does a little scat back.
We're going to take a break. You're watching playoff football on the PCTV Network. We're back on 3rd and 7. Coyne in the shotgun. They're going to hand off inside to Lundy. Lundy barrels ahead. 1st down, Springford. Another nail in the coffin, and Ram Nation can sense it. The fans from Spring City and Royersford over there on their feet. And what a job those cheerleaders have done over there, getting that crowd fired up.
And you're right, they're ready over there. The Rams know that they know what's at stake here, and they're understanding what this one means.
All these unsung heroes, the little things on the special team. Galati kicking the ball in the end zone. Guys like Jack Harvey on special teams. Oh, this Ram team is so complete. 1st and 10 again. Coyne in the shotgun as he's been almost all day. Give it inside to Ram tough Lundy. Lundy more of a battering ram.
And you're right, though. He'll hit you. He's not afraid to come after you and hit you. And again, Coyne just watching the back person, just making sure he lets that clock run down.
You know, Lundy at 6 feet tall, 200-pound senior. He's getting a heavy look.
Yes, oh, has to. Come on, somebody that bruising of a back, the way he can run with the ball and the way he controls his body, I don't think there's any doubt.
A lot of college scouts here taking a look at Springford, playing their 13th game of the season. Football program that started in 1955. They've never been asked to play 13 games in one season. Again, the handoff to Lundy. Gaping hole up the left side. Sheldon and the rest of that O-line opening up a big hole. That's a lot. That's a lot of football games. 13 games for a high school
no
kid.
doubt about that. There's no doubt about that.
We're going to take a look at our screen and our crew that we never take for granted. Our boss in the truck, Gus Tellis. The lovely Marilyn Miller, assistant director. As Springford lines up, my man Dave Oxenford on camera 1. 3rd and short as Coyne's barking signal. Give inside to Jones. Looks like it may move the sticks inside the 5-yard line. Matt Wagner, the boy from Bucktown. Sideline warrior Debbie Tellis. Time ticks away. We're down to 35 seconds. Eye in the sky, Don Lupacchino. And Chris Horsey from Pottstown High School, our student intern on camera 5. Reverse angle, 22 seconds and counting. Scott, great season by the Penn Ridge Rams as we go into the kneel down formation. Suburban 1, Continental Conference, nothing to be ashamed of.
That's what I say. There's nothing. They're going to go walk off with their heads down. They've gotten further than any team in Penn Ridge history. They're going to walk off this field proud today.
And meanwhile, we're inside of 3 seconds, and Ram Nation about to explode, and they do. It's over. Springford 35, Penn Ridge 24. We're moving on the road to Hershey. Don't go away. Scott and I will be down on the field to wrap this baby up.
Why are people from as much as 40 miles away driving to downtown Pottstown to purchase their motorcycles? It's simple. KISS Cycles is over 99 years old. They've earned your trust and respect. You'll get a fair deal and a great service department too, second to none. You'll find a large inventory of new Honda and Royal Enfield motorcycles, scooters, and ATVs, and used units of any brand. And KISS Cycles has a financing plan to suit the budgets of all qualified buyers. KISS Cycles, 18 High Street, Pottstown, or check us out online at kisshondas.com.
Score with big savings at Saratoga Thriftway. Our large selection of food, drinks, and household items at great prices will keep you coming back. Stop by the deli and order a big party platter so you can be fully prepared for the big game. As always, our friendly staff and fast checkout will make your shopping experience quick and enjoyable. Our full-service U.S. Post Office allows you to finish all your errands in one place. Saratoga Thriftway is celebrating our 13th anniversary of serving the Tri-County area, so stop by and check us out so we can check you out.
Meet Joe Can Do That. Joe Can Do That can fix anything. He can fix your car. He can fix your vacuum cleaner. He can even fix your electrical problems. But do you really want him to? Call Gehringer Mechanical today for all your electrical needs. Joe Can Do That does.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. 35-24, our final. The Springford Rams are moving on the road to Hershey. They win the district semifinal and punch their ticket to the championship game next weekend. First, let's break it down. I'm here with former Perk Valley coach Scott Furman. Scott, look on the Penridge side of things. Coach Cuthbert has to be pleased. His team showed resolve and resiliency, a stellar season, Suburban 1 Continental champion, but it just seemed like turnovers, penalties, some of those miscues that add up by the end of the game.
And you're right, Bernie. That's what happened to them. They just mounted up on him. And, you know, we talked about Springford. They take advantage of turnovers, and that's exactly what they did. But as you said, give Penridge credit. Most wins in school history, you know, they've done a great job. And I'm sure Coach Coulter will build on this, and he'll be ready to go next year. He has a nice little cast coming back that he's going to be able to build on.
And on the flip side of things, on the winning side, the Springford Rams, Chad Brubaker, just another sensational job of coaching him and his staff. They have to be so proud of their team. You know, you look at all three phases of the game. Cutting-edge offense. They work feverishly on defense. Gulati, their kicker, solid, nailing all the extra points. They are getting hot, clicking on all cylinders at the right time of the year. They become a very dangerous football team.
And you're right. You know, let's look up front, too. Let's look at the offensive line of Dorsey, O'Daniel, Mills, Boyer, Gilmore. They did a great job today giving Coyne time to throw and also giving the running backs time to run and finding the holes. Great job up front. Defensively, I'm going to go with Varner and Hoffner. Hoffner, key interception there. Great time for an interception. They were on the drive. Penridge came up with a big stop.
And so it is jubilation in Ram Nation. Springford is moving on, and they are 3 wins from a state title, 1 win from a district title. Our final score again, Springford 35, Penridge 24. For Scott Furman, I'm Bernie Gallagher and our entire hard-working PCTV Network staff. Thanks for watching. That's a wrap. We are out.